Yeah.
Hello, we're
Hello?
live. Let's resume
Hello.
what we were saying. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yes.
I got the impression we're talking about Roll versus Roll20. I got the impression that,
Yeah.
like, from the marketing for Roll, it was. I thought it would do well for Powered by the Apocalypse, similar, like, lots of like communication and
Yeah, it
narrative
definitely.
games.
Yeah, it does. The thing that it's lacking as far as compared to Roll20 is the game board. It's basically sheets and the chat function,
Yeah.
which for a lot of story-heavy games is all you need. You don't really use a game board. Like even Burning Wheel, which I think would be good to play on Roll because you could have a sheet, and you don't really need a game board for Burning Wheel. You just need the sheet mechanics. They don't have enough dice mechanics built in to support that as of yet. I haven't looked at it in a month, honestly, so they might have changed it in the last month.
That's
But
still a big that's a big advantage they have that they are then crippling themselves on.
yeah,
Because
like because most of the games I write, I don't write with combat battlefield mechanics. They're narrative combat mechanics where you describe, I stabbed my
Yes.
sword at him, roll to see how stabbing went, but you don't need to worry about position or facing or anything. So there isn't that war game element that needs the grid. So Roll would be a great platform for a lot of them, and I would put the time in to make the sheets.
So
but their sheets don't have enough dice. I can't program in my own dice mechanic.
But they're
I have
aimed
to pick from a list.
squarely at 5th edition without any battle maps.
Yeah, they don't say they're
weird.
aimed at. They don't say they're
They don't
aimed
say
at 5th
it.
edition. They just the tools they have in place are for rolling a d20 plus a stat. They have a tool in place for rolling a d20. Or the two that I saw were dice mechanics for rolling dice of X size plus stat, or rolling under stat with a dice of X size. Those are the two main mechanics that they had support for as far as dice mechanics you can build sheets with. So if your game uses something other than roll dice under stat or dice plus number to generate a new number,
would it support Burning Wheel then, or can you roll multiple dice
No.
each under a stat?
You can roll dice, but you can't do the Shadowrun thing where it counts hits and fails.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. You couldn't do Shadowrun dice.
Pools. Interesting.
Yeah, you could do a dice pool, but it like adds them. They don't result in like a dice pool.
I see.
Oh, it's like
Okay.
if you just typed in like roll 66 on roll 20,
Yeah,
and it just adds them all up.
Yeah. And I'm sure you could get it where it spits the numbers out individually, but that's not a good character sheet.
Yeah.
If it just spits them out individually and then you have to read them and interpret them, that's not a digitally mechanized system. That's just a system that rolls dice, and Discord has that already. You don't need to pay for Roll if it's just going to be. You can get a Discord bot that'll roll dice for you. If all you need is a dice roller and a camera, Discord exists.
To be fair, though, that's still technically in beta, correct?
Yeah, it is. It is still technically in beta, but part of their pitch and the reason I did the Kickstarter was for the character sheet creator. That part of their thing was they advertised on the basis that it's easy to make character sheets for games. It's easy to make custom sheets for things. That was part of their pitch, part of the like appeal over Roll20. Because I have made exactly one sheet in Roll20, and you have to HTML code the thing with a Roll20 Pro account. And
that's right. Yeah, their Kickstarter video was aimed more toward it, and we're gonna have a bunch of community support from like independent game developers.
Yeah, but there's not the tools to do that as of yet. So if they add them, maybe I'll do more with it. But like right now, I don't use the 5th edition style mechanics, which are the ones they caked in.
Yeah. I've been doing some Call of Cthulhu stuff, not for playing a game with it, but I do some contract work for Roll20 on Call of Cthulhu stuff. So as a random person looking at this, some role-playing games, like, there's so many different specific types of mechanics that a platform will need to support to get just all of the games. Like, even Call of Cthulhu itself has so many different small things. And they're relatively not overall inconsistent, but they have each basically like horrible monstrosity has its own thing that you.
Yeah, but
it's better
as
just written down as
archaic
text.
Yeah, as arcane as the process is in Roll20, like it's barred behind a paywall, and it's a rather arcane process of interpreting both HTML and the Roll20 dice roller. Because if you just know HTML and you don't understand the Roll20 dice roller, it's like it's not going to work. You don't use the same things. You have to work it specifically for Roll20.
Exactly. I
Um,
think.
But even with that, you can do you can do Shadowrun dice, you can do weird mechanics, whatever. I forget what it is at this point, but I spent forever sitting around tinkering with it, so I got my Roll20 sheet for my weird game mechanic to work on a sheet in Roll20.
It's
you
powerful.
Can roll the dice, and it's powerful enough to do that. And even if there was just like presets that were like popular dice mechanics, and then like a fill in yourself box,
sort of a macro builder. Actually, that would be a brilliant feature. A macro
builder, because then I could incorporate that into a character sheet and have my weird dice mechanics that I would shut up and be happy about it. And be like, here's the free sheet for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing Forbidden Lands in a West Marches game, and they have you roll a dice pool of 3 different colored dice that each act slightly differently, and it handles that. The character sheet was developed to handle that. You roll and you do reroll, and you just set what the reroll will be, but it has all of those. Output is different colors, everything.
Also, this is an aesthetic thing, but Roll20 lets you, if you make a character sheet, make it look good. Like, I love the Burning Wheel character sheet in Roll20 because it just looks like the character sheet in the book, but all of the buttons work. Like, I can push the button and it rolls like I want to do with my character sheet in real life. But all of the roll ones look exactly the same. You can't, there's no, which is, it's just an aesthetic thing, but
yeah.
I wish there was an option to make it cool.
Speaking of cool, it's cold where we are.
Speaking of the cold and dark, yes.
What? I live in Florida.
In the game, it's an eternal winter.
It's fine here.
Did it snow in California?
On the edges where we're okay.
Like, I know it's snowing in Texas. Does it snow in California at all?
It's literally the coasts are fine, and then like
everything else
vortex happened.
Yeah,
the Gulf else is cold.
Yeah, the Gulf of Mexico keeps us nice and toasty.
Is it still freezing where yours then?
I mean, I live outside of Buffalo. It's actually a pretty decent winter up here. It's fine.
We had a week of minus 30 Celsius. Then it got better. A week and a half.
What is that in American?
Hold on, I'll convert to freedom.
Actually, it's close to minus 30 Fahrenheit, I think.
Oh, I think it is. It's minus 30. I'm dumb. Hold on. So minus.
The closest it got in
negative 22.
We did not get below 39 this winter. 39 freedom.
Oh, you converted. Okay.
39 freedom units is the lowest temperature we hit. About the lowest temperature I hit. And now we're back in. We're quickly approaching summer again down here.
I think I get very cold in the mornings when it's. Hold on, I'll convert to Celsius for you guys. When it's 12.7.
That's cold. That's pretty much that's cool, is what I would call it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's indoors.
I'm freezing because I go outside to get in my car and I'm like, bird cold, I gotta drive to work. And then I get to work and I'm fine.
That's a
You would be the first
decent
fall
autumn
when Fimbulwinter
here.
comes.
No, in real life, Fimbulwinter, I'm fucked.
Yeah, I'm done. I will not make it.
My body has not acclimated.
So, what happened last session? You guys were traveling to Islandia, but were waylaid by a storm. Took shelter at a dock that you saw.
we took shelter at a party.
Turns out they're having a party, so we just invited ourselves in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what you do. You crash parties. We're a band. Like, we do that.
Yeah.
Precisely.
What's our rock band's name?
I don't know.
Well, we have one that's like a well-known hero, so it must be like them and the blank.
Yeah,
like,
Runar and something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Runar and the Riff Raff.
Runar and
I
the
love
Riff
it.
Raff.
Great. Okay. Anything happen at that party? Anything notable at all?
I mean,
no,
it's any different from any other party we've ever been to? Not really. You know, some people died.
You guys got served some cheese curds?
We got
there was poisoned wine or something.
Allegedly poisoned wine.
Allegedly poisoned wine.
We have accused the queen of doing it.
With
We
magic.
said it was all fake news.
We confirmed it with magic. We confirmed the queen did it with magic, but we haven't told anyone,
Nobody.
I think.
We told everyone.
You said it
We-
right in front of the king and queen. That,
Oh, we told everyone.
but you didn't like
normal
point
people.
fingers. You're just like, yeah, he said this, and this is what happened. Like you were just like, yeah, the queen tried to kill someone. Like just kind of.
That's the best way to accuse someone of murder. Like,
You killed
this
them.
thing happened, and then they tried to kill him, but whatever.
Then I think we ran into the woods.
No,
you were not
they-
fully chased off. It was, I don't believe you. I'm going to figure out who did this, the king said. Meanwhile, if you want to actually, redeem yourselves
Maybe
in my
clear
eyes,
names.
go find this guy who ran off, who stabbed Bard.
Yeah. We chased someone into the woods. We found a burning building. We got
There's a
soul sucked by a
Skeleman.
skeleton.
And then you saw this undead...
You got soul sucked by a skeleton.
This
We did not get
skeletal,
soul sucked.
armor-clad, I think greatsword, I'll double-check that, wielding warrior.
Thought he had a sword and shield.
That might be what it is. That's what I'm double-checking.
I have a broadsword.
Broadsword.
It is wielding a large battle axe, actually.
We gotta cut that. We gotta get an audio clip from that YouTube video to just play every time.
Broadsword.
Hey, what YouTube video is
This
this?
is-
Have you not seen this YouTube video?
The Hero Quest guy. It is
Yeah.
so great.
We still need to play Hero Quest. We still
We
need to
do.
do tabletop sim Hero Quest one day.
Yes.
I
It's
demand it.
Like the best thing about Hero Quest, I believe, is the name of them.
Is the broadsword.
I want to, at some point, yes.
Yeah.
So this is our first battle.
Yes.
We will be learning how to do battle. There is a battle map, which I can transport the stream to, like so. And, yes. The only thing that has happened so far is Wisdom Adal, the strongest man from Wessex, so he says.
Has charged forward valiantly.
There is no caveat. I am the strongest man from Wessex, and
He deems it, so it shall be.
it's
More
like,
because no one can disprove him because we
prove
haven't
me
been to
wrong.
Wessex.
You don't know
I'm
anyone
waiting.
else from Wessex.
Well, I can also just beat them up.
As
Like,
you
that's
started
also the
charging the
caveat.
skeletal warrior, it turned from chasing down a child, which is horrifying, but the child did get away, and
This is a lot of dead
raised
horses.
its large battle axe towards you, and I believe struck you with a black bolt of smoke that blinded you, I believe.
I blinded.
I think
Where's
you
my
got
sheet?
blind.
I think
yeah.
you
Where's
got
my
blind.
sheet?
It should be on your play mat.
On your playmat section, you currently have
2 blind.
level 2 blind.
Way up here.
Yes. I'm not sure why you have level 1 taunt. Did you do that on your? Do you have an ability that gives you taunt?
I think these are really good questions.
This is a great question to ask.
Perfect. I can look at your character and find out.
I have tactical advantage. Can
Oh,
I?
Also, I don't think you have rage either.
No, that might be
Rage.
leftover from previous test fights on that sheet.
Yeah, I definitely don't
Oh.
have rage.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a previous test fight.
I will double check your character for the taunt right now.
Oh,
'cause that
Runar
might
has
be
a
a thing
blind
you can
too
do.
for some reason.
That may also have been our test fight.
I think that's probably
That
what it
is a test fight thing.
Am I blind? Do we
No,
land
you
on
are
if I'm
blind.
I
And
am
it is
blind.
blind level 2 as well. We'll talk about that.
That's rough.
At the end of the round, or start of next round. Because you already had your turn, it wouldn't affect you this round. But it's going to be rough unless you clear it, which we'll get to. But that...
I'm trying to pull up the book because there's so many powers in this game, and I forgot all
Oh, yeah.
of mine immediately.
If in
I-
your
oh,
character,
try to
do
have
you
the
have the
thing.
descriptions written down? Oh, you don't.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I can open it.
If you
I know
click
what
the
those
check
are.
mark on the right, you can have it like a description and stuff, and
Oh.
so I just put those in there for everyone so I can see what they do.
Oh, okay. Well, time to copy and paste.
You can also, you can
You
also
can't copy and paste from the book. I don't think it lets you.
in the compressed version I have, you can.
Oh.
Yeah, you can.
I wasn't able to. I had to type them in, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I had to at first until compressed apparently made it possible. Either way, Asdis, it's your turn. What do you do?
Alrighty.
It's the wrong map.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which screen should I be on. Yes, re-roll initiative. That's definitely the macro I meant to click. There we go, this screen. So the first thing I'm going to do is move my Void Rune to move a little bit.
Okay.
And I don't have anything that can make me move any faster, so I only get to move 4 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're not squares. They are hexes.
They're hexes.
I'm so sorry. You are all completely correct. They
I
are.
forgot the name. I don't remember the name of my middle school geometry teacher, but she would be very disappointed.
The only thing I remember about my middle school geometry teacher is he looked like a goat.
I remember this guy that brought his guitar. He would just play the guitar in the back of the class. It was incredibly unhelpful.
Yes. Yes,
Why
it
does
would
it sound
be.
like such an 80s thing? Like
I
a guy
don't
to bring his
know.
guitar.
He was a weird dude.
Keep that scene from the Beavis and Butthead movie where the teacher plays lesbian seagull. That's just going through my brain right now.
So you moved, Asdis. What else would you like to do?
Yes. The other thing I'm going to do is use, I think, Pertho is M? Nope, Pertho is the C thing. Okay, I'm going to use this rune to use its active power, Soul Transfer. So, the combat effect is normally to inflict the possessed condition to somebody who is next to me, and then apply the shroud condition to myself. Now, obviously, there is no one next to me to put the possessed condition on, but I think we figured out that I could still do the blind.
So
The
you can
shroud
still shroud yourself. Yes, you'll just won't do the rest of it.
So basically, I am going to give myself Shroud 2 because I'm going to use the third rune there just to amplify it once.
Perfect. What
What
does it look like, and what does shroud do?
I was about to ask that. I was going to make a joke about Shroud, the CS:GO player.
All right. So what it looks like is Asdis kind of starts chanting and makes some really large arm movements, gesturing almost at the enemy, and then kind of pulling her arms back and what stuff like that. And as they come back together, a pillar of darkness just roars up in like a 5-foot circle around her, kind of full of shifting, flickering shapes and shades. Any of which could be her or none of which, and kind of a shroud goes up and down, it's a little bit more easy or difficult to discern. Now, what Shroud actually does is it is a condition, and it is a positive condition. And it basically, every single time someone tries to target me, they basically have to pay 1/4 of their runes before they get to do anything as waste.
Per time they target you, or the first time they target you in the round, and for the rest
Per
of the round?
time they target me, I think they can only target me once per round. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think reading it, it says anyone except the recipient who wants to target a shrouded individual with an active power or generic action must move 1/4 of their destiny runes, round up from in play or in hand to in play. Once the cost is paid, actions can be performed as usual in the round against the target with Shroud.
Ah, there we go.
Okay,
Thank you.
so pay the cost once for the round.
And basically, if they manage to hit me, it'll go down 1, and if no one does anything about it, it'll just keep going up.
Perfect.
I figured some defense would be a good place to start with here, because we're not getting close anytime soon.
Anything else on your turn?
I am out of runes. I had a destiny of 2, so I drew 2 runes, and I've used all 3 of them.
Okay, perfect. Runar, what would you do?
I believe we swapped places, right, Zen? I remember us because we both
Yes.
have the initiative thingy.
Yep.
Okay, so Audun, you're going first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Audun.
I very simply will just use all 3 of my runes to just move because that's all they're good for. Isn't it 5 per rune? 5?
I think default
no,
is 4.
That makes you able to
Armor
move
can
faster?
reduce your movement if you're wearing armor,
Mm.
and some passives will increase your movement.
I don't think I have any movement passives. I
Okay.
have a lot of like get in your face and deal damage passives.
Okay.
I have medium armor. I don't know if that.
It depends on what size it is. If it's the same size as what you are, then it'll minus your movement by 1.
Medium armor is size 4, so it's the same size, so it'll be minus 1 hex movement per move.
Okay,
So it's 3
only
per.
3. Got it. So I will go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. That is not a lot of movement, but I'm getting there.
Okay. And Runar, what are you doing?
Yes. Okay, so if I were to use a meta to increase the range of a spell, how far does that go?
It goes. Without that, it's just within 1 hex of you, unless you have a special thing that increases that. And with that, it's 10 hexes away. Currently, from you, I think that monster's about 21 hexes from you.
Right.
If you are able to use 2 range tags, that would increase it by another 10. But unfortunately, this time that's still just not enough.
Okay, so just out of reach, eh? It's fine with me. I'm a coward.
Coward hero.
We didn't get to hero. It's just...
the coward who is known as a hero is specifically what it is.
In that case, I am going to. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use this to start preparing. So I'm going to actually use my Berkano rune to initiate the Hand of Tyr. Basically, it's a mage hand that's wielding my dagger, so I can still wield my short bow.
Very nice.
Cool.
How close to you can it stay? How close to
10
you?
feet.
Okay.
I believe.
Do you have to maintain that?
Oh,
or
no
does it
further
maintain
than
itself?
3 feet, actually. I can spend runes to maintain. Those are all the metas.
Okay. So yeah, if you spend runes to maintain, that means it will stay. Your hand will stay wielding your dagger per round. Otherwise, all runes, including the one that is keeping that active, will go back to essence.
So do I have to spend a rune every round to maintain, or just spend it now and it maintains forever?
When you spend a rune to maintain, the maintain rune and the rune will stay there, but then they won't take up space in your future hands and have to get replayed.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to use my void to maintain.
Perfect.
Where am I putting these things?
So you'll
These
want.
are technically in hand, right?
They were in hand. You will want to. The one you're using to cast the spell will be placed as normal. Any metas that are being attached to it will be placed sideways right next to it. So you can just rotate it.
Stupid. The bubble's in the way. I can't rotate it.
I will rotate it.
There. Okay. And that's all I'm doing.
Okay. Not moving or anything?
Nope, that other rune is reserved for other things.
We're at the end of the round, so okay.
Is it upkeep?
So yeah, the round ends. We go to upkeep. Initiative is not re-rolled. During upkeep, several things can happen.
Ooh, a lot of things happen.
A lot of things happen. That's correct.
Oh god, yeah. I gotta look at my. I don't think anything happens for me yet.
So firstly, at the end of the round, technically there's cleanup. So anything in play that are not maintained or open get returned to essence. So anything you're keeping, Runar, you'll want to. There's a macro for
Just
this.
highlight it.
But before clicking it, highlight anything that should stay. Anything in the wounds area will stay either way. But we'll want to do that, and I will do that with mine as well.
Macro for this again?
I think I have it called cleanup. Let me double check your character to see if you have it.
I have a cleanup one. If I click it, will it take the rune out of drain?
No.
No.
And it should not.
I know this because Marissa and I did a test fight earlier.
Yes.
Last week.
Zen, I do see a cleanup macro available in your character sheet, so it might not be showing you.
Oh, it's in the sheet. Okay, there we go.
Cool.
So that's cleaned up. This guy too. Okay. Everyone's good with that? Looks like it. So, yeah, Void Runes, unless they're in use, which Zen's is currently staying on the maintain, goes back to the Void section, which it just is always available. And then we go back to the start of the round. Firstly, everyone draws runes equal to their destiny. So click the weird.
So I weird?
Weird.
Yeah, you
Everybody
weird.
weirds.
Yes, I got the wolf rune.
Nice.
Can
Okay.
I only get one?
You should.
Yes.
You have one destiny, so you should get one, but you also have your void rune.
Cool. Me and my 2 runes.
You're getting issues.
Why did my...
Let me double check. I have an idea as to why there might be an issue. There might not be an issue with a Runar. That should work. The name is correct. What is the error you're getting?
Hang on, let me get back to it. Come on, flip back. Cannot read property substring or of undefined.
Something isn't loading properly. Have a deck for you. I have that for you. Let me also reshuffle
I do
your
know
deck.
last time I was able to see Zen's deck for a little bit, and then you fixed it. So I don't know if it's something to do with that.
I actually also can see it right now.
I just showed it again, and now I'm hiding it.
Okay.
Try it again now. Is still getting that error?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. What else is working? It's not the brackets, because Jordan's name is in the brackets. And this is odd, because it worked last time. When you guys did your test fight, did you use the top left rune mat?
No. I used my rune mat, and
I used mine.
Marissa used hers.
Yeah, we're... Okay. Strange.
And all my buttons worked, like, the whole time.
Yeah. That's fine. Could be.
So is something up with the character name or the destiny field in my character sheet?
Could be. Character sheet.
Attributes.
It's fine to me. Let me see what happens if I roll it. To clean up or to weird?
Weird.
You need to name the playmat. Okay, so it doesn't see the playmat. Oh. Okay. That's why it doesn't see the playmat in existence. That's the error it's telling me. Which is strange, given that this playmat is here. But I'm going to see what I can...
Hold on. I got it. I'm ready. Good.
It's fine. I'm taking. I don't know how you copied from the character sheet, but I have been unable to, so I've just been going through filling these out.
Okay, it worked when I clicked it.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay. I think it worked when we both clicked it, because I just got a bunch.
Okay, then I'm going to click to clean up. There we go, and then you click weird.
Hey.
Okay, we're good.
Ta-da!
So, don't know what happened, but it's working now, so...
Yeah, so what have we got here?
Why can't I copy from this
Right.
character sheet? From the PDF?
Oh, it's the PDF is locked. I managed to reduce the size and compress it to be able to upload it and share. When it did that, it seemed to unlock that PDF, so it can now be copy-pasted.
How do I have all of the fancy Adobe tools to mess with PDFs at the moment. I might try to see if I can just unlock it.
It's password protected.
Why?
I do not know. I did not know that it was.
Who puts this much work into their... I don't understand the point of doing this to your PDFs.
I didn't know that it was, but I can share with you the other version.
Fine.
That...
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay.
It's a minor cosmetic detail that it's not specifically in my character.
Can you guys see each other's character abilities? And if so, I might ask if someone else can help send
Character
Indigo
I
his
Sent
Discord
a copy of the
private
power
message him.
things that can copy paste.
Yeah, just Discord message him and he can copy paste it from there, or you can
Have
copy paste
fun,
it
he
directly
deserves
into his character. Okay. So upkeep happens. So during the upkeep, things can be resolved in any order. They're not. People don't specifically act. The way that this works is this is the before the turn kind of stuff. So if anyone has any runes and stun, which no one does, that they would recover one.
Okay.
And that can happen in any order.
Yep, and you have one in wounds right now, so that's not stun.
I have one in drain.
do.
You
But
have
I
one in
happen to
drain.
I happen to have a passive power that can heal me too. So
Check
I'm
your
gonna move
passive
that one up
powers.
too.
I have, for my NPCs, powers that are relevant to upkeep. I just write in brackets upkeep in the name, so I remember to check those.
Yeah. So I have 3 things that happen for my powers and upkeep.
Okay.
Oh.
I have the Rune of Blood, which during upkeep is heal +3 and recover +4.
Very nice.
What
So
is that?
recover is basically heal, but it only applies to stun. So it's just heal things from stun up. Heal
Okay.
is anything. So that one rune you have in down there can be healed.
I can heal my drain.
Yeah, and so the way that this works is
Wait.
you can put literally just your drain cannot be moved. Drain can only be healed with time. But the one you have here in wounds can be, and you'll just literally.
That's Asdis's.
That's
That's
Asdis.
Asdis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, wisdom
I have
only
one
has
in.
the
I didn't realize
drain.
you had two
Yeah,
people with one in drain.
Yeah, I have. Oh, that's because Asdis drained herself.
I see.
Yeah,
And apparently
do
an
the
hour hasn't
thingy.
passed since the party.
I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
Asdis drained herself. So I have 2 things. I have both Rune of Blood, which is heal +3 and recover +4, and Die Hard, which is heal 2 and recover 4. So basically, I have heal 5 and recover 8.
Drain
that
cannot be healed.
That happens during my
Anything other than drain,
Anything
this
other
works
than
for.
magic soul damage. Apparently, I'm an immortal god.
Basically.
that's why you're the strongest man from Wessex, is because you literally can't die.
Can't die.
I also have Die Hard, so I'm going to use it to heal my one wound up to, and then the recover 4 will put that stun back into essence.
Perfect.
Which means I'm just going to move it up and clean it.
So, in addition to, you may also, if you would like to, play a rune to move up or down in the initiative order at this point. Any color rune can be used, or passives can be used as well.
So, Marissa, do you have Tactician also?
Not on this character, I don't think.
Oh, damn it. Because I was thinking if we all 3 of us had Tactician, we could just push this skeleton down the initiative order. But
you can move yourself up if you want to, Audun.
I could move. Yeah, and Runar can also move himself up.
Yeah.
So you could both move
I
above
can't move
Asdis if you
myself
want
up,
to.
but I could just move during upkeep.
Sweet. You're welcome to do that then. Move.
Yeah, without paying runes, I have the what's the name of the ability?
You are blinded, and let's talk about that now. So the blinded condition means if you want to do something that requires you to see, then you have to pay an extra rune to do it. This is terrible, especially for you. What I will say is you were already running in one direction when you got blinded. So to continue running in that direction, you will not have to pay an extra rune to do that if you just keep running forward.
Is blinded an aura condition?
No. Aura is a condition of itself. It's not a category condition.
Because I also have a upkeep ability that is ±1 to intensity of aura condition during upkeep.
Aura is good, I believe. The conditions handout is here. Aura is the first one on it. It means that you can... Do you know what type of aura? Because it's usually an elemental aura.
The ability is tap the source. It's for all of them.
Okay. Anyone, friend or foe in the area of effect takes an amount of damage equal to half their level, rounded up. Damage is dealt when intensity increases from 0 to 1, and during upkeep when the intensity is greater than 0. Okay. Kind of. Okay, so this is basically you passively deal damage to everyone around you.
No, tap the source? I thought it was I could reduce the intensity of an aura condition.
Was it reduce or increase?
Yeah, reduce or increase.
Okay.
I was trying to see if I could use it. You
I
have to have
understand.
an aura first.
You do have to
increase.
apply an
Yeah.
aura, but then
Yeah.
you can manipulate it.
I can manipulate it after I apply it, but I was wondering if blinded counted for me to be able to reduce
see.
it. I was just trying to clarify that because it says aura condition, and I wasn't sure if all conditions are aura conditions or if
that's fair.
Class. Of
Can't you?
Sacrifice to
Can't you play a rune to
So,
clear a level?
You can, for any condition, play a rune to decrease the condition on yourself. In addition to that, Blind itself specifically says you can play a rune during upkeep to reduce condition. So you can actually do take your blind from 2 down to 0 at the start if you want to. One will be by playing a rune from in hand. So it's either your void or your red rune. And then another one will be a rune taken from essence. This is called a minor sacrifice. It gets taken from your essence and put into stun. So it's not a huge deal, especially because
you heal like 8.
You also heal that immediately because of all your healing.
Yes.
So it's not really a sacrifice.
Yeah. I would like to do that. Can I do that?
Yes.
I would like to continue my charge, heedless of vision, straight into the skeleton.
Okay. Move yourself on the hex map. Equal to
just as a quick finishing up of the rest of upkeep, Shroud, because I was not.
Oh, this is part of upkeep, so we're not stopping.
Okay.
This is
my upkeep move.
Yeah.
Right.
I have tactical advantage as opposed to tactician, which means I get a free move during upkeep.
Yep. Perfect.
I do think I will bump up in the initiative order just to get me closer to the skeleton.
Okay, so you move above Asdis.
So then, real quick, what do I have to do?
Runar,
what do I have to do to get my vision back?
So your blind now has been decreased down to level 1. To decrease it down to level 0, you need to play either your void rune or your red rune to in play, and you use up just for this turn, and then it's gone. Blind is gone.
Well, doesn't matter. I'm going to spend both of them. So yeah, I spend one of them.
Okay.
Where do I move it to spend it?
So normally your runes stay in hand, so you can just move it into in play. And then that's it. You have used it, so that means that just signifies you can't use the red rune.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else that you guys want to do during upkeep? I've already checked this creature, and it has no relevant things.
I mean, I could pay a minor sacrifice for focus +1, but
so this moves my blind down to 0, right? After a minor sacrifice.
Correct. Your blind is now gone. I will beat it.
And how do I represent my stun damage?
Your stun damage is immediately healed because upkeep actions can be performed in any order. So you can activate your healing after you've activated your
sick.
things or the thing that needed to be
as well. One stun automatically heals during this upkeep, which means if you do want to play a minor sacrifice it and then immediately use the thing to heal it back.
Yes, you automatically recover 1 stun per turn.
+2, which means I'd have to do
2 runes go from essence into stun.
If you have another passive that heals it, sweet. If not, one of them will stick into stun.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I do have one quick question, which we might want to wait till my turn on this, but basically I have 2 abilities that say when I'm under the effect of a spell song. Now I've looked at the spell songs, they don't have like buff effects. The spell songs I have access to.
Okay. Do they have maintain tags?
Yeah. Well, no. Wait a minute. Hang on. Let's see. Maintain tags on spell songs. Range area amplify. Range area amplify. Okay. Yggdrasil's presence is really the only one that I have a maintain on.
And that's a spell, not a spell song from what I'm seeing.
It's a spell song. You actually have to look at the Scald active powers to know what a spell song is.
I see.
Oh.
Yeah, with the Scald, almost everything's changed to a spell song.
I see. So it's not normally a spell, but this one is.
Yeah.
I would say that that's throughout your turn, then? Probably. If you've played that rune, even if it's not maintained during your turn, it should be active.
We'll take a look. I think this is Warrior of Song. That's
Warrior of Song and Carried by Song, both.
Okay, I see.
Which is sort of why I need to know if I have to be actually affected. Otherwise, I've wasted like 2 runes here.
Yeah, let me go double check that then. Here's the definition of spell songs themselves to double check that. That's just lore, looks like. Yeah, that's just the lore section.
Well, spell songs actually do have an actual effect. Where did I put that? So it's defined in active powers. A spell song. Okay, spell songs are special to spell type and add additional properties to the active ability that already has a spell property. So basically, when a spell is a spell song, it's that spell plus this.
A free area meta.
Yeah, free area meta, and I could pay a minor sacrifice +1 to basically pick out targets within the area rather than have everyone affected.
Oh, that's really smart. Okay. I'm looking at this. Yeah, when under the effects of a spell song, your attack action gain +2, and and +3 movement. And I'm just checking an example of this. If this was a spell song, this one focus. If they perform sacrifice, okay. Yeah, this one is unusual. To where you are right now, it's called. Past it, Galder. It's called. There you are.
Yeah. Exciting realm of combat.
Exciting realm of rules clarifications.
Exciting realm of combat.
What does that little rule mean?
It's just the squint and the typing of going down a page.
Yeah, high octane action.
Oh yeah.
We haven't even made it to turn 1.
We haven't even made it up to the skeleton yet.
Long. This is Dragon Ball Z level walking towards the bad guy.
Welcome back to episode 7 of Fate of the Norns. Then the third paragraph says something about a major sacrifice.
How do I stay in my werewolf form again?
I will ask about this because I don't see any of these. I think for now, anyone affected, or it says while you are affected by a spell song, I'll leave it just for that turn. You get that bonus.
Got it. So use a spell song, get the thing.
If the spell song affects you too, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, having looked that up, do we have any more questions, or are we ready to move on to?
I'm good.
Actions.
Let me double check. No, we're good, I think.
Okay. Wisdom.
Yes.
It's your turn. What will you do?
Oh, I would like to continue charging the skeleton, please.
Okay. Spend your last rune to move up to the skeleton.
Yep. I've made it. I've made it to the skeleton. I'm out of actions, but I've made it to the skeleton with both eyeballs working.
Yes. And now it's the skeleton's turn. Do you want to move your...
Want to move your token?
Do you want, to move?
There's too many sheets. So many sheets.
There's so many sheets.
Move it around.
Yep.
I like, you get blinded halfway there, you fix the blind, and then you're out of moves, and the skeleton goes, you know, blind you again.
So much temptation.
Oh, I have some ideas.
I'm really hoping he just kill him dead right there. Just like finally gets up there, just cuts him down.
Oh, that could be even more fun. Hold on.
See, if I had more runes, it could be of a charging attack or something, but
You have so many runes, though, you're probably not going to die in one hit, because you have like 7 more runes in your bag.
So many runes! Actually, I only have 4 more runes in my bag. So I have 7.
Oh, okay.
And there's 3 on the board. I just have more hit points than you. I don't have that many.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, firstly...
Does he attack me?
Firstly, he is going to... There we go. He starts... You see the skeletal mouth starts moving. And and his other arm, not holding the battle axe, raises, and you see similar black smoke begin to envelop him. Not to a degree where he is shrouded, but he is taking a... He takes a specific stance in his... as he does this. And yeah, no. He's using a stance ability. You'll see what it does.
Cool.
In a bad way.
Ready for that attack.
Oh yeah, that's what's coming next. Next, he's going to...
I go first.
What?
I have a thing that's first before you attack.
Okay, what is it?
It's the Rune of Retribution. When attacked, I immediately hit things.
Oh,
Wait, do you have a
you have a passive that attacks things when they attack you?
That's
yes,
fantastic.
it's the Rune of Retribution.
Okay. So
when attacked, you immediately deal damage.
Perfect. He will damage you first. The attack does get resolved, but then yes.
It's if attacked, you can immediately deal damage.
Unlike most role-playing games where there's the separate of attack roll and the damage roll and stuff like that, in this the attack is the whole thing. You guys will basically deal damage to each other simultaneously.
Yeah, it's like the same time.
It wouldn't matter in this case. But yeah, he's going to swing his axe at you.
Alright, that's fine.
He swings his axe at you and is going to be dealing, if all of this is right, 4 physical damage to you.
I have so many I have a leather vest, which is 3 PF. No, it's size 3 PF 1.
Okay, so
protection factor 1 from the vest.
Okay.
I have.
Have you a shield?
No, I have a broadsword.
Okay.
I have a big two-handed sword, but I do have the Rune of Shielding.
Jesus, dude.
No, sorry. The Rune of Shielding is my parry rune. I have the Rune of Reinforcement, so I have PF 2.
Okay.
Nice.
This also has 2 piercing, so it ignores 2 of your
2
armor. It ignores 2 armor.
Okay. If I had an extra rune, I could have parried, and this would have been over. But he blinded me.
Yep. Exactly.
If he didn't blind me, I could have parried. That's what I lost, is my parry.
So you
I
take
also have too many parry bonuses.
4 physical damage.
Okay.
So you can use the wounds macro, I think. Do you have it?
Oh no.
Yes, I have a wound macro.
So if you click it, it'll make 1 rune appear from your essence onto the thing, and then we can double check.
Should I click that twice, actually? Because I should have 1 in stun.
No, that would have healed, remember?
Oh, yeah, right. We talked about this.
Yeah.
So this goes to wounds, right?
Yes.
And wounds 4, it goes stun.
Yes. And then we can move that, so
here,
the actual number,
here,
Oh,
and then
1
it'll
to
end up
stun,
here.
2 to the first gray box, 3 to the one with the 2 with this one, and then 4 damage total ends up here.
I don't understand the pathing of this, so I'm going to trust you.
Basically, at the beginning of the game, we set, do we want to use the white one, the black one, or the gray one? The gray one is standard, so I'm using that one.
Yeah. Isn't this... Okay. This is you die quicker. This is you die slower.
Yes,
okay,
but
so
you also
black
heal
is the
slower.
Slowest. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going for gray. Yeah. We're doing the gray wound track.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
White rune track terrifies me. It would be to death and 3 damage.
Yeah, it's everything has less HP, including you and them.
Sick. I'm fine with the middle ground there. So yeah, I get battle axed.
You get battle axed, and then your Rune of Retribution.
Yes, I deal
like
1
a thunder crack or something happens to him.
Yeah, the sword happens to him.
Oh, you just stab him back. That's what your rune does.
Yeah, so it is the Rune of Victory, also known as the Rune of Victory. This sigil ensures cruelty begets more cruelty on those who inflict it. So my sword glows, and I swipe out of his.
Okay, that's
good. So I actually have a question about this. So the wording of this is deal damage factor plus 1p. Does that mean his sword plus 1?
No, I don't think so.
DF plus 1. My current damage
or is it
factor,
just 1 damage?
My current damage factor is reliant on my sword.
I would say it is likely
It does say +1 and not 1 piercing.
Yeah, but it says
Or one
+1
one
everywhere.
physical.
It
One
does.
physical.
I would say it does include your weapon because
All right, the damage factor on my broadsword is 2, so that is 4. By pierce on the longsword,
is it 4?
doesn't have any.
It's your damage factor is 2 plus 1, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 pierces 2 of his armor if he has
Pierces
armor.
2 of his armor.
Okay. 3 plus 2 of his armor, so effectively. Okay.
This is why I
Deal
was trying
1
to get up in
damage
his-
to him between all of this.
Nice.
This is why I was trying to get up in his grill.
Yeah.
Because this is the only place I'm effective, is in his grill.
Yep. So I am going to mark that he has taken 1 damage.
Well, is it how much? I thought it was 3.
He
Well,
has
it's 3, but
3.
he probably has like a lot.
3
armor.
minus his armor, ignoring 2 of his armor. You do hit him. But you can see as you do this that not only is this creature heavily armored, but he is very resistant to damage innately.
Okay.
There's magic keeping these bones
magic
sewn
skeleton.
together. Yes.
Yeah, stupid magic skeleton. Got it.
Precisely.
Yeah.
As you swing your sword, you see that this creature, this is going to be a tough fight. This creature will be hard to put down and keep down.
Well, I can start doing spells if I don't have to spend them all on running.
Speaking of spells, now that it knows
He's gonna
not to
do a
attack you with
spell.
its axe,
Wait, how does it have more runes?
He's got like 3 runes.
God, I have so few runes.
yes.
Listen, I'm gonna give you backup immediately after he goes.
It-
I'll be right there with you,
You
buddy.
see it channels a you see this black smoke forms into a ball in its other hand, and then it just presses it sort of at your chest, and it you see, I guess you feel this energy being drained from your very soul, and yet body as well, leaving a horrible burn mark. Maybe, let's see. So this is a very powerful amplified attack, dealing 4 spiritual damage and 8 physical damage.
Oh, sick.
Ooh.
How many? How?
But it
dead
is
am
an
I?
attack, right?
Nope, it's a spell.
Oh,
That's garbage.
Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. It deals 6 spiritual damage and 8 physical damage because he used his stance to buff.
yeah.
It doesn't say if
It doesn't say physical attack. It just says if attacked.
if attacked.
Attack is a specific swing axe action in this case, I think. This is not known. This is a spell.
Does the
In
spell
this
say
case,
attack?
It's a lowercase attack to the Rune
it is a
of
lowercase
Retribution.
attack. I'm not sure how much capitalization word matters here. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
But first,
Yeah.
Well, no, there is capitalization. Bloodied, for instance, in Rune of Fate, if you are capital B bloodied.
yes.
And a lot of
And
things
capital
like
A attacked is specific
Yeah.
the attack action.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
it you have it. You
Yeah, no,
will
if you
deal
look at the
1
Rune of-
damage to him after
yeah.
this.
Yeah, if you look at the Rune of Storms, when you perform attack capital A actions.
Yeah.
So there is precedent for capitalization in the rune descriptions.
yeah, a lot of stuff will say like attack with a capital A, like perform a weak attack.
But yeah, that is what he does to you. So on your sheet,
I click wound again.
you will click wound
You're
again.
gonna do a lot of that.
Actually, no, he moved the first one down, the one that's already
Oh,
damaged.
first you move the first one down twice for the 2
To drain.
2 of the 6 spiritual damage down to drain. Then click the wound macro.
All right.
Then there is still 4 more spiritual damage left to do. So 1, 2, 4. It ends up here.
Now, do you do spiritual damage first always?
It's in this case, it's listing the spiritual damage first, so I'm doing it first.
okay.
Okay.
Then
then I take
the
physical.
physical damage is 8. How much armor do you
Another-
have? 1 or 2?
2.
2. So you take 6. So you can move the blue rune 1 down to death. It doesn't go to drain because this is no longer spiritual damage.
I hit wound again.
And then you hit wound
Mhm.
again. And then you take 5 more damage. So 1, 2, 3, 5. So back there. Yep.
So another death,
Two
but
in
you're gonna
death.
You're gonna heal like a
You're
lot.
gonna be bloodied now.
Yeah, I heal 8.
Yes.
But like 2 in death, 2 in drain. Oh, this is looking bad for.
Oh,
this
you're
is-
bloodied now?
I'm going to
Yes, if you have at least half of your runes in
Below
this
that
section
rune
or
area.
below, then you count as bloodied.
Well, I don't have any bloodied powers because I just sword.
I
That's
have
fair.
a lot of bloodied powers, and
I
it
just
doesn't say
torch.
enemy on some of mine, so it just says bloodied combatant on one of them for sure.
Nice.
Well, I'm bleeding profusely.
Yes, yes you are. And that is oh actually that's
And you
what
see starting to glow under like a collar, the Rune of Blood flaring for next upkeep.
Yep. That is that creature's turn. Audun, what do you do?
Oh boy. Well, as I said at the beginning, I did drop my werewolf rune, so I
did.
will immediately turn into a werewolf.
Nice.
I will upkeep it with my is that Kanzus? It is my Kanzus rune. Who needs mauling when you could be a mauler anyway?
Yeah.
So my size is now 5. I have quadruped movement, which means I can. No wait, it's plus.
+2,
Is
your
it
size
plus
is normally
2?
4.
Oh, so 6. So I can move 12 actually. So that's more than enough for me to spend my void rune to move up into his face as a werewolf.
Are you
So-
a like I guess if this was D&D terms, are you in hybrid form? Or are you a giant wolf if I'm not mistaken?
I'm a
right?
giant horse wolf.
You're
Yeah.
a giant horse wolf.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're a Viking. What you are, the wolf,
Yeah.
the size of the horse. You are.
Yeah. So it's literally just like running. I see Wisdom bolt off ahead, and mid run I just like drop on all fours and turn into a giant wolf.
Yep, you're like
I
this.
don't know how. I don't know
Am I
how
that
long.
big?
You're like a horse, and that's about a
Yeah.
horse compared to a person, I think. Well, actually, no, you are smaller because the tokens
This horse
themselves
is
are
on
bigger.
this battle map. We know exactly how big
Yeah.
a horse is.
Like this. But a
you're
wolf.
you're that many hexes.
Yeah,
Out
true.
of curiosity, back attacks matter?
Back attacks do matter.
Flanking.
So
I
where
don't
is the
have any
skeleton
more
currently
runes.
facing?
He's
Well,
currently facing Wisdom up above.
That's where my tactical advantage comes in. On my upkeep, I just move myself into
Flanking position.
the
We
flanking.
flank them. Yeah.
Yeah, without needing to
Oh,
spend
wow.
runes. That's
Is
where.
there an
that is-
advantage to flanking in this game?
Defend if someone tries to parry you if you're flanking them, their parry is less effective.
Mm.
Audun, what do you do?
That's it.
Okay.
Next turn.
Runar.
I'm gonna fuck
Well, I was hoping that we were gonna like draw the thing forward, but whatever. 1, 2, 3. 1,
Deal.
2.
We thought we had one rusher. Apparently,
Hey.
we have 2 rushers.
Okay, that's my.
It just takes me a little bit of time.
That's your turn.
I got a little performance
Yeah,
anxiety.
I'm just gonna I'm keeping the maintain on my hand of Tyr, and I'm just moving. And I only have 3 movement because I'm wearing medium graceful armor, right?
The maintain. Yep, I think that's right. You guys each have. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's the void rune because the void rune wouldn't come back. So yeah. Okay.
Right.
Then Asdis, it's your turn.
I'm going to do a similarly exciting turn. I get 3 moves, so dread it. This one, it is 3 squares from there.
Squares.
Thank you. Hexes?
5-sided squares.
Yes.
6-sided
love our
squares.
Exactly.
Six-sided squares.
So I will use all 3 of my runes to move those 12 spaces, and that is my turn.
Okay, so like before, cleanup and upkeep. Make sure to
Yay.
select runes that stay on your mat.
Alrighty.
And the runes that are wounded should not go. Should stay where they are.
Okay. So I move this back down, and I weird again. What are those runes? That is per throw. Oh, did I get my bear stance again?
God damn it.
So I have nothing to heal, but I still haven't been hit, and my shroud suddenly gets up to max intensity, which means that if it is trying to attack me, it'll now have to sacrifice half of its runes.
I'm also gonna, for upkeep, move up in front of the
The
skeleton.
number of runes it has to sacrifice increases over time?
Only when it hits max. From now, instead of a quarter, it is now at max, so it is now full.
Is it max already?
Yep,
I thought
because
it
it
increased.
goes up 1 every single upkeep that I'm not hit. And that's been 2 turns.
Has it been?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, because you cast at the end of last round, so it's at 1, and then it immediately increased to 2.
I cast it amplified for...
Amplified. Okay,
Yep.
I didn't know it was amplified. That would do it.
Though, for the life of me, I can't seem to change the number. Fine, bleed.
Okay. So, we're done cleaning up. Let's double check how everything is for upkeep. No one has conditions that unless they've already dealt with them. And I will double check for this creature. You guys can double check your healing stuff and movement stuff.
Yep.
I'm just bumping up in the turn order to get in front of the skeleton because we're gonna mess him up right now.
Same thing.
You see, from the wounds you inflicted with Sim, the skeleton itself recovers from its wound.
Not as rapidly as me. I would also like to recover.
Sure. It is now as if it has never been damaged.
It's faster than me because I have drain because it does soul damage, and apparently that's better.
Yeah, you can't heal the soul. It's a lot longer to heal the soul.
I was not ready for soul damage.
No,
Nope.
either go to a nice jazz club or just take an hour.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep some runes on hand for parrying this turn.
One thing that might want to be helpful to be noted, spells can just be auto-cancelled if you are next to them and play a rune.
Yeah,
If
I'm
they
not gonna
have-
spend any runes hitting him. It's gonna be an only
He's gonna-
spend runes on his turn kind of plan at this point because I'm right up in his face. So
It's gonna be the doggy that's gonna bite him a lot.
So
I've
is
taken no damage.
anyone changing your using tactician?
Yes, I'm going
Yes.
up, and then Zen's gonna go up after me. So
he
we
gets
all
moved
three of us
down.
go before.
Nice. Okay. Now, one thing that can be done in upkeep is you can use what is called contingency actions. They're basically prepared actions. You say, like, my character's going to prepare to do this in case this happens. If it never happens, it never happens. But that's, you can, before anyone goes, bypassing whoever goes first initiative, you can if this happens, then I can immediately take that action. Obviously, you cannot do this cannot set a contingency based on something that is already true. It has to be on something that might happen or might become true.
What on earth?
Is there a thing like if he tries to move away from us, can he just do that if we don't have contingency set up?
There is no attack of opportunity, so yes.
Got it.
If you don't have a contingency set up.
I think in that case, I will set up a contingency. I just gotta figure out what rune it is again because I don't know Norse runes off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yep.
What is that again? I will use my Perthro rune to set up a contingency of hamstring if he tries to run away.
Okay.
So the thing with the contingencies is you usually have to state what... You have to state what'll trigger it, but not what it'll do.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
you play the rune you pre-play the rune.
Yeah.
And then state you're using this rune for this contingency.
But if it's like my hamstring rune, can I say, "Oh, I'm going to use this rune if he runs away," and if he runs away, it's like, "Oh, this is hamstring," so then I can
Yes.
use the hamstring ability. Got it.
Yes. And if it never happens, then that rune is wasted for that turn. Yeah. Okay. So we're all good to go?
I gotta do my healing. I'm not exactly sure that happens. I heal 5 and recover 8.
Okay. So if you heal 5, the way that works is you can one of your runes from death all the way back up to essence. That's 5. Basically, 1,
And
2,
I think you can pick which
5.
one.
Can pick which one if one is valuable to you than another.
No, they're all blue. I probably should look, but it's fine.
So if you move it into Essence, you can actually just leave it there, and then it'll go away when we clean up.
I'm just double checking which
one does what?
one does what. It doesn't. Neither of them are super useful in this fight, so it's fine.
Okay.
You go to Essence, and then I recover 8. What does the recover 8 do?
If you have up to 8 runes in stun specifically, then it will recover.
Well, can I move this guy to stun and move this guy up here?
For this, will say
recover
no.
Stun.
Because for the damage, I'm doing the same thing. It's in the right order. I think for this, I would say no. It would be first the heal happens, and then the recover happens. Same way it was the damage. Because if the order of that can be changed, then it can also be changed the other way around.
Well, it's 2 separate abilities, so one does 3.
Oh, okay.
One
If they're
does
separate abilities,
2.
you can choose which.
Is this
Within the same
better?
ability, it's the order the ability says. But if it's
Yeah,
which
I
ability,
have
you get
2
to
separate
choose.
abilities. I have Die Hard and Rune of Blood that collectively gives me heal 5 and recover 8. Is this better? Like, what's the? I just trying for a game question. Is
Sadly,
this better
it's not
to
a
have?
choice. When you are healing, just like damages the lowest thing, which is usually your essence pile, or if you already have wounds, healing always heals the highest thing, so
Okay.
you can't split heals.
Yeah.
So I can't split it. Okay. So I
Sadly, no.
move 1 all the way to Essence.
Yep. And we'll leave it there for now. But at the end of the turn.
How do you just get stun damage? Like, I feel like all the damage I've
Sacrifices.
got has...
Mostly it's sacrifices. Lots of abilities are like, pay the sacrifice to do this extra ability thing, and so your character can do that a lot and
You can
not
sacrifice
care.
like almost all your runes and be fine.
I don't have a lot to I don't have, like, sacrificey abilities.
It's also useful for getting rid of conditions.
Yeah,
usually.
that's what's really good. Because
Yeah,
the thing I said where you can pay a minor sacrifice to get rid of a condition, you can do that per condition you have.
Oh, cool. So that's what I'm going to use all my fun recover abilities for, is just power my way through any condition.
Yeah.
So what we've realized is you're the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
And you are appropriately tanking right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've done a great job.
Yes, you have. Thank you.
Okay. Are we all good with upkeep?
Yes.
Let me. Yeah, I think all my other upkeep stuff is like if I'm bloodied or someone else is bloodied and I'm next to them.
Okay. I mean, you are not. Oh, you're not next to Wisdom. Okay. Outdoon. I skipped Wisdom's turn, but Wisdom, are you doing anything, or are you saving your runes?
I'm yelling at the skeleton to stand down, foul beast.
Perfect.
Return to the underworld.
Outdoon. What's the do?
All right. I will use my void rune to do head bash.
Okay.
So
What does that do?
perform an unarmed attack action and apply the vulnerable condition with a +1 intensity. Physical rune counters it. So my unarmed attack is there's like math that goes into it, right? Because it's based off size.
I think so.
I just got around to the character sheet, but I just
If your
moved it
unarmed
to flank.
attack would straight up be.
I don't know if it matters, but I'm flanking. That was my tactical advantage move. Was just
Okay.
to, like, step to flank.
Yep. He's
I
still
just didn't get
facing straight up right now because that's where he attacked you and where you were.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I just don't know if it matters for his attack.
I'll keep that in
Whatever
mind.
you're doing. For your headbutt.
Let's see here.
It's mostly a matter of if he meant.
If he
ends
defends,
up
it'll be
defending,
weaker.
It'll be
Yeah.
weaker.
Oh, unarmed combat. Here we go.
Oh, it's based on your
General is-
size -3. So you're like.
So I'm 6 -3, so it's 3 damage. But I have fangs, which gives me +2 damage, +2 pierce, +2 parry,
Yes.
and I have
So 5 damage to
what
pierce.
is the weapon meta? I have to play a rune to do it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And then for fangs, it's probably piercing, I assume.
It does. It is 2. It's +2 damage for fangs, +2 piercing for fangs, and if I parry, it's +2 parry.
Sorry, it's
the
pierce
damage-
damage though. The damage type of your fangs is do you know? I
No, the
think it's
damage
pierce.
type-
Oh no! It gives
damage
me
type is-
pierce.
The damage type is physical. It's physical damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it knockdown, gore, or hand strength?
I think it
Blunt,
pierces gore,
pierce, or slash.
which means it'll apply the degeneration
gore.
condition as well.
Yep.
So to explain what those conditions are, let's double check those. Degeneration.
Well, I thought to activate.
If you activate the weapon rune, but you do give
Right.
him vulnerability no matter what. You said, right?
Yeah,
So
he has to play a physical rune to counter that.
unless he plays a physical rune, he'll become vulnerable. All defense is considered at max intensity. Normal intensity, description, defenses are halved basically. His passive defense, his parry and evade stuff, all are halved.
Mhm.
That's useful.
Yeah, so 5 damage. That is piercing 2. I don't think I'm gonna use my other rune to do the weapon meta. I'll just bite him again with the other rune
Okay.
as a normal
bite it?
attack.
Oh, normal attack. Okay, so firstly, you are
Versus
attacking
the
him.
headbutt.
Firstly,
5
I'm doing the
damage, 2
headbutt.
pierce.
Yep.
Which is
How much
5 damage, 2 pierce.
5 damage, 2 pierce, and then he becomes
And that's
vulnerable.
the one that gives
Then
the
he becomes
vulnerable.
vulnerable. Right.
Okay, so he takes 1 damage from that. Spoilers. Oh, 2 pierce. He takes 3 damage from that.
And then, so that goes there. And then with my Raidho rune, I'm just gonna do a normal unarmed attack action, which is
5
also
damage.
5 damage, 2 pierce. Now counting his vulnerable.
Yes, which means his armor is reduced from, spoilers, 4 down to 2.
So I deal 5 damage.
Yeah, so you deal 5 damage.
Hit me now, skeleton. No more armor can stop you.
I'm hoping he runs, then I can hamstring him too.
That stayed there. Stances stay.
I
Right.
thought they stayed if you maintain them.
Stances do
have
not need to be
automatic
maintained.
maintain.
Yes. I think
Oh,
so.
okay.
So then he's going to get rid of this. Okay, there we go.
And then that is the good boy's turn.
Okay. Runar, what do
Yeah,
you do?
I'm coming. 2, 3.
Slowly.
Just trudging through the snow.
This is how I survived, and everyone else died. But I'm good now. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to be investing in a horse after this.
Who needs a horse when you have a horse-sized wolf?
Now,
Well,
do you have the
could you
riding
could you
skill?
turn into that back here, baby, when I can get on you?
Listen. Out of game sense, he could turn into a wolf whenever he wants. In game, I need my 1-man red rune to turn into a wolf.
Yep. So do you do anything else in your turns then?
Nope, just maintaining my hand of tear with my void rune and moving along.
Okay.
Waiting for you guys to finish this fight so I don't have to get up in there.
That's how you survived. Everyone else has killed the things, but died doing it, and you've come back and said, I killed this thing.
Well, who's at full health when y'all are fucked up and can, take all your shit and go back to town?
Not wrong. Not wrong. Okay. Well, in that case, this creature is going to indeed cast a spell.
No, he's not.
You're immediately
None of
countering
this
that?
magic garbage.
Okay, so when he starts chanting, what does it look like when you interrupt him? He has his
Smash
battle
my
axe in one
pommel
hand,
into his
but
hands.
Nice.
That's what I do.
Always go for the hands.
Nope.
None of this
Always
spell
go.
cast.
Old habits die hard.
Yeah, none
All
of
right.
this spell casty garbage.
Then, in that case, he's going to spend a root to try and swing his battle axe right in your face, Wisdom.
Do it.
He
Do it. I
doesn't.
spent my other rune to parry his ass, but I still get my Rune of Retribution because it's attack, not deal damage.
Yep. So he is dealing you 4 damage, pierce 2 of your armor or defenses in general. So I think your parry will still help.
I parry 5.
What? That's
I have the Rune of Shielding, which grants me parry +2. I have a leather vest, which is parry +1. The broadsword has parry 2.
You are
wow.
a tank.
You he swings his battle axe at you, and you just completely catch it, negating all damage.
Listen, you might not be the best arm wrestler, but you're a great fighter.
Yes, and that is all he's able to do right now, weakened as he is.
And he takes 5 damage for my Rune of Retribution as I pull the parry into a slash.
Is your damage
And he's
5?
vulnerable
Your damage
now.
is 5, right?
Yeah, because the Rune of Retribution is...
Based off your weapon. It's here. I'm almost there.
I'm sorry, 3. I don't know why I said 5. It's 3.
Okay.
It's DF +1. My sword is 2.
2 pierce.
There we go.
With 2 piercing.
He takes some damage from your slash.
So it's 3 damage with 2 piercing. And I don't know what other army he has besides
the piercing pierces his armor entirely, so he takes quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, so 3 damage as I bring the parry into a slash down his chest.
Very nice. And that is his turn.
Come at me, skeleton.
Asdis.
He doesn't run away.
Yay!
He does not run away.
Alright, so the first thing you see is this black pillar just moving slowly closer across the field so I can get in range. And then you still can't see me, but what I'm going to be doing is playing Possess Opponent, and I'm amplifying that.
Okay.
So the black cloud has gotten in range and it's finally doing something useful. So possessed condition, I give it to him twice, and it deals 4 spiritual damage to him.
4 spiritual damage to him. Wow.
And let me just check. Oh wait, I have focus. Oh no. It might be doing more than 4.
Uh-oh.
I forgot.
Yes, focus does... I don't think he has any focus, actually.
Okay, I have 2 focus, so it's...
6 spiritual damage.
It's 6 spiritual damage, and let me just check some passives.
Brutal.
So 6 spiritual damage. I don't have any fiddling things with that. Yeah, 6 spiritual damage and 2 possessed. So let's spiritual damage first.
Yep, I'm just going in the order that the ability states. So, firstly, 6 spiritual damage. I can't remember. I think Amplify applies after Focus, because Amplify specifically says it doubles the end result of everything.
Okay, in which case 8 spiritual damage.
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
Yeah, once the effect is resolved, the end result is doubled.
Yep. 8 spiritual damage, cool. All of his runes that were in the death pile go 1 damage straight down to drain.
Yep.
So that's 1, that's 2.
So thank you.
Do we
4,
notice if he
5,
loses his stance?
6. 7, 8. Oh, 7. He was resistant to a bit to spiritual damage, unless you have piercing of spiritual stuff.
No, I don't have piercing spiritual damage.
Okay.
And now possession too.
That's... Oh, wait, hang on a second. Oh, I'm wrong. He does not lose his stance. I moved 1 into death, which should have been into drain. Yeah, that's
Please
brutal.
explain possession, because the description is like this long for possession.
You infest him with a
So
spirit that you control, in this case.
Yeah. Basically, the short term of it is I infest him with a spirit, which, because I have a special condition passive, I am in control of instead of the GM. So basically what happens is we're going to draw 2 runes out of that bag of 24, and whichever colors those colors are, when he weirds those runes, whatever runes he has of those colors, I get to choose his actions for them.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
So I can't
So
use
you
it to
want
attack
different
himself,
colors.
but I can use it,
Yeah.
completely.
Move,
Yeah.
like if you have a
Yeah.
thing to set up if he moves, or to attack the tank and then get hit back, or things like that.
Yeah. In this case, or do nothing, please.
That is also possible. Okay, so draw 2 runes. I'll let you do it.
Use
I
a rune to
can't
dance.
or
Cannot
can I? Because
access?
it's from the full 24 bag.
The bottom right deck should be the full 24.
I believe it is. Just
It
scrolling
is,
through it, it looks
yeah.
like it.
It is.
Okay.
So draw 2.
Draw 2.
Dragon. Yep.
Okay, blue and green.
Blue and green, you now control. Okay,
Sounds good to me.
perfect.
Except now we're in cleanup.
Now we are in cleanup indeed. So,
Wait, you have to put cleanup
playmats.
button.
Clean up.
Just gotta do that. And the cleanup button should work, I think, unless, again, select things
I
you
had
want
to
to keep
click
on the
it
board.
twice, by the way.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
Well, it cleared 1 rune the first time I clicked it, and the second one the second time I clicked it.
Okay.
I just spam it like 5 times, and then I word.
Okay. I'm just double checking that we all did. That someone didn't think it was broken, and
Okay.
then so we clean up weird upkeep, right?
Upkeep happens. So, anything that isn't in drain can be healed. This guy was going to heal a bunch. Unfortunately, now, you can see he no longer is able to heal. I think you see the magic that... I think the magic that you're attacking him with, Asdis, is interfering with the magic that is trying to repair and re-stitch together the bones. So,
Nice.
they stay crushed and slashed and broken apart.
I unfortunately drew the exact same rune and not one of like the other helpful runes.
Do you have any things affecting you, Wisdom? Like any
Conditions? No.
Yeah, okay. Because I just drew
I-
my cleansing block.
I
So
stopped him.
Okay. He is immediately going to make a minor... Oh, can he make a minor sacrifice if he has nothing in essence? Can you make... Let me check. Can you make a sacrifice from...
Minor sacrifices from the lowest runes you've got, which
I see.
that is in hand.
I see. I'm good.
I think I'm just gonna beat him up
Which,
again.
what do I have to play with for him?
So, Wisdom, do you want another rune on this go round when it gets to my turn?
I don't know what I'd do with it.
Okay, well, I'm saying if you want to use to attack, I can give you a rune back before the skeleton goes if you want to pay a minor sacrifice +2.
Yeah, left.
Minor sacrifice +2 just means 2 runes in the thing. Have 2 runes, I think, that you can put in the thing.
Yeah. The power I have currently is Thundering Blow, which pushes the opponent, but that's not... I don't think that would trigger the hamstring, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
No, and the hamstring's gone, right?
And the hamstring has disappeared. It disappeared.
Okay,
I got it again, though.
If you want to set up a hamstring, I could use my Thundering Blow to launch him back, and then you could get him in the middle of that.
Does it
So,
work on forced movement?
I mean,
You
it's
could say
well,
if he moves and set
yeah,
that as the
well, yeah, you're
function.
setting. It's not an attack of opportunity. We're not stuck to the wording of AOO.
Contingencies are very flexible. I would have to approve them.
Yeah, I'm saying it's us setting up the contingency, so we can set up the contingency. So after I launch him with my Thundering Blow, you can hamstring him or whatever.
Okay. Or what about this? What if I go first, I headbutt him, I bite him twice, and then you can do your stuff, because then he's vulnerable again. Because I have headbutt as a void rune.
Is he still vulnerable?
Does vulnerable not carry?
If he's cleansed it, but I could afflict him with it
He
again.
did not cleanse it. I thought about it, but he did not cleanse the vulnerable.
Speaking of which, how do we know what runes he has?
You don't. I do.
But how do I then use the ones?
Oh,
that
I will.
don't
Oh,
know
sorry.
yet?
If for possession, I will tell you.
Okay.
But in this case, you said it was blue and green.
And green.
He has no current blue and green runes in his hand.
He's only got. He either has no runes left or only red runes.
Wow.
So what's max intensity of vulnerable? Is there like a specific number for that?
It says it's halved
4.
instead of quartered, I think.
4 is always the max intensity.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
4 is max intensity. And his vulnerability is 1 right now, and he is not decreasing it.
So if you want me to go first, I could headbutt him, get some more damage in. You can also thunder him if you want to. But I don't know if we want to push him away from us right now.
Yeah, I just accidentally that's the same. I weirded the same rune I got last turn. So
You
like
can
that's
normal
why.
attack him with it.
Yeah, we could just do a
Oh.
normal attack because that's what I'll do with my cleansing block because no one's has any detrimental things.
Yeah.
Oh wait, does he have any? Does he have any beneficial things?
Not that you conditions, not that you've seen.
Okay, just the stance that's still on.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, if that's okay with you,
So
Indigo,
what's the plan? You go
I-
first.
I go first to inflict him with vulnerable again,
And then I
and we
push
just
him.
beat the crap out of him.
Smash the
Yeah.
skeleton.
Yeah,
Yeah, just smash it.
let's do plan smash skeleton. I don't know why that wasn't. That's been the whole plan.
Yeah.
This is the same plan.
Rush
No,
it,
it's my
smash it.
plan.
Yeah, we could just finish the skeleton.
Runar, are you moving ahead of Wissam?
Let's break him.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
I can actually do a thing this round. I want to do it before he dies.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay,
Then Audun,
I'm an immortal
you
god. I don't know what
go
to think.
first.
I void rune head bash, so 5 plus 2 pierce, so 5 damage, and
Nice.
1 intensity on the vulnerable.
Okay, so his vulnerability is now level 2, and 5 damage, 2 pierce. Okay. Ouch. Perfect.
Yeah, and then I will do 5 damage to pierce again as a normal attack.
Okay. You have broken him out of his
Stance.
stance now.
And one last time, 5 damage to pierce.
Okay, you kill him.
I had
15 damage. Ignoring basically all of his armor.
Any of it?
No, the first damage, it knocked out his only rune, and I didn't realize you could do it 3 times. I thought that was a special ability for 5 damage, 2 pierce.
No. So because I have the passive that all of my what is it? It's fangs.
Yeah,
Fangs
Yeah.
is
It's
plus
plus 2
it's
pierce and damage, basically.
plus 2 pierce and damage, and then because
big.
of my
You're
werewolf form, it's plus
Yep.
3 damage normally, and self heal plus 2, but I didn't get hit.
Yeah. Nope,
so it's
you're
just
right.
5 damage. Yeah.
You smash the skeleton to pieces.
I take a boat with me as I run back to the group.
And before you do that, though, as you smash the skeleton to pieces, you all turn and look at each other when the skeleton, after a moment, once again re-knits itself, Dark Souls Catacombs style.
Can I just smash it while knitting? Can I just keep smashing?
You can try to keep smashing. You see that the skeleton comes back together, and I think it's pretty apparent to all of you that the bones are still fractured in several places, and the bones are still fractured in several places. Asdis, you can see that the magic holding it together is also weak.
Okay.
But it is, in fact, still
Alive,
alive.
Technically.
Yeah.
But he's still
undead.
vulnerable.
Yeah. Why is
He is no longer vulnerable. For all
Damn,
intents and
still
purposes,
possessed?
this is a new, weaker creature.
Okay.
Is he possessed still?
It is no longer
Okay,
possessed
question.
either.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, Wytham starts calling out for Runar, the less scary of our wizards, to start helping.
That's scary for wizards.
Well, we have like a Death Witch and we have Sing Song Dude.
Yes.
We've got heavy metal and folkcore. Like, what are we doing?
Clearly.
It's true. All right. Well, what am I doing? Well, I'm going to get closer, I guess. And then I'll use my physical rune to just shoot him with my short bow because, hell, why not?
Okay. How much damage does that do?
Barely any compared to fucking Blendy, the boy wonder over there, the fucking dog.
Listen, as soon as I get in my wolf form, I'm great. Before that, I'm not very good. I'm very slow.
So it's 2 damage, 2 pierce. Range
Okay.
10.
it's because he is no longer vulnerable. Your arrow breaks against his armor and with the pierce.
Even with the pierce?
Yep.
Okay, well, guess on my next turn, I'm just going to turn around.
Okay. Wisdom, what do you do?
Well, seeing that there is a new creature.
Mechanically, yes. It is the same skeleton. It's getting back up, basically, after you've knocked it down.
I'm going to spend my Void Rune to beckon Yggdrasil and create a 4-hex Akel.
Oh, an Alka. Yeah.
A 4-hex Alka that induces the aura condition with +1 intensity and the shroud condition with +1 intensity.
That's fantastic.
What is?
don't know
one
what these-
thing to note is auras do affect each other. if they're
Auras
in range.
do have friendly fire.
Well, whatever.
Right now, doesn't matter. None of us are in range.
Where is it, though? It's a 4x Alka. So you basically choose 4 hexes. I think that no one is in currently, but I could be wrong about that.
What's
I
an
think it
Alka?
can be 4 hexes. You can put it under anything. It can.
It's an aura that's on the field instead of on you, I
Yeah.
think.
And then if you move over the square, you get that effect.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
4 hexes of ash that appear.
Yeah. What hexes? You can just draw on the map, I think, if you want to place them. They have to be connected to each other, but otherwise it's up to you.
Yeah.
Is there a range on that?
Boop.
By default, unless you use a range tag, spells only have a range of touch around you, so it would be just around you.
Yeah.
My
one,
spells, the reason I'm 1 away is I have a passive that lets me do that.
So here,
2, 3, 4.
here,
I want to
here,
be in it,
and
right?
here.
I get the shroud if I'm in it.
Yes,
Does he
But
get
does-
shroud if he's in
Do you
it?
want to?
he would.
He also gets shroud. Do you want to just put it on
that
us?
One, put it under. Put it under. Yeah.
Or... Oh wait, you're at full shroud, aren't you?
Yeah, not under me, under the
Oh, yeah.
mantle. Because
Go
just
like
around,
that.
It's 4.
Oh,
They're all
nice.
touching.
Oh, yeah, we'll do it that way. So the
Okay.
wolf gets shroud. He gets like just stamps his foot on the ground and calls forth this like line of ash to appear.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you guys immediately get that, and then there's these two. This part of it is still there, hovering, waiting for someone to claim it. Aura and shroud both.
Yeah, aura condition with +1 intensity and a shroud condition with a +1 intensity.
What does aura do?
You passively radiate damage to those around you.
Oh, does that stack?
Yes.
Does Beckon Yggdrasil say what?
It says induces the capital A aura condition.
Yep.
Damage
checking-
is dealt when intensity increases from 0 to 1. So damage is dealt
Immediately.
right now for both of you two.
Yes.
Okay.
And it deals damage.
I'm checking if it doesn't really matter what type if there is an elemental type.
It doesn't say.
Okay. I was just checking if it said.
It does not. It is, I don't know, tree damage. Or
Yeah, it's Yggdrasil.
Magic.
The
Cosmic
damage
energy.
is physical by default.
Oh, okay, cool.
It does say armor, PF, and defensive actions cannot be applied to reduce the damage.
Interesting.
And it's half the level rounded up. So that hits the skeleton twice.
Yes. Here we go. It affects an area up to 2 hexes away, so you guys will be hitting each other.
Oops.
Yeah, but isn't that your hex and then the hex next to it?
It says the surround. Okay, an item or power can bestow the aura condition. Surrounds the recipient and affects an area of 10 feet or 2 hexes. Anyone in that area affects. I think it's
so it's not 2 hexes away. It's your hex and the hex next to it. Like most.
Well, it says 10
spells.
feet.
But that's how most area spells work.
I think it's 10 feet away.
Oops.
I think it's 10 feet away. Not 10 feet total, because that wouldn't make sense. Because 1 hex away is 15 feet total.
So it's an area meta tag that's doing this?
It says
Exactly.
area.
It's the
10
description
feet.
of the aura.
It says that
condition.
it's not 10 feet away. It says it affects an area of 10 feet, brackets, 2 hexes.
Yes.
But I'm using the area to actually figure out what that means.
Yes. In this case,
Area
I
meta
think
tag.
it's
Yeah.
around you. It's 10 feet away from you.
So
Yeah.
like this. So 2 hexes like this.
So, you are both
Two
hitting
hexes
each
right
other, you are both hitting Asdis, and you are both hitting the skeleton.
Ow.
yeah,
He's the fool now.
Oh wait, if you hit me, the shroud takes.
Nope, it's not a target. There's no
I'm
targeting
not
in this.
targeting you.
yeah.
I'm back
Not
to
even
Yggdrasil.
secondary targeting in this case.
I'm
Alright.
okay with us 2 taking damage. I'm less okay that we're
I'm
hitting
back in
Asdis.
I'm not gonna die. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is what happened.
So,
It's just we have self heal.
I have self
Asdis,
heal as well.
so
Oh.
the skeleton and Asdis will both take damage equal to half of their level twice. So, because double
Round
checking.
up, so that's 10 damage.
Is that how much damage it is?
Well, it's your level. So yeah,
At their level.
Half
I
of
guess
the
it's
target's
round
level.
aura.
It's round
round
up.
down or round up.
yes.
So it's 10 damage for me and 5 damage for each of you.
Yep. In this case,
Okay.
it's round up. It says round up.
Okay.
Move to play.
I did not realize this was this big of a spell.
I didn't either.
Yep.
It's still fine.
On my
Oh, I'm
upkeep,
bloodied
I
now. That's good.
on my upkeep, on my
Hold on,
upkeep, I can
so-
make it stronger.
Okay, I'm gonna check it. So
I
it's
will hit
taking
wounds.
that much damage.
Oh wait, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of my runes is in death.
Let's go
Yes.
see which of my spells does
You
the
said you had bloodied powers. I don't know what.
I'm not bloodied yet though, because I still have
I'm
like all
working
my
on it.
other runes.
I'm working on bloodying you.
I get faster when I'm bloodied. I think I deal more damage when I'm bloodied, and I heal more when I'm bloodied.
Yeah, so I shoot one straight into death from you. You're hurting me with my own spell.
Well, this creature is also bloodied. Not that it has blood.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That helps because I need to be adjacent to a bloodied creature.
Perfect.
you are now.
I am now.
Okay, Wisdom. After that spectacular display,
I have Shroud 2. I'm gonna hold on to my other rune for parrying.
How did you get Shroud 2 instead of Shroud 1?
Oh, it says +1 intensity.
so that means
I
it
get the
is, it
shroud-
starts at 1 intensity.
It goes from 0 to 1.
So the Shroud condition would normally start at 0?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all conditions start at 0.
Okay, so I have Shroud 1. Sorry, not Shroud 2.
So targeting
it
you
went
will
from
have to
1
pay some runes. Anyone targeting you will
Well,
pay runes.
so does the dog. The dog
Set.
also has Shroud 1.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And yep, that'll be fun. Okay.
However, I'm a little worried.
Anything else in your turn?
I'm holding on to my second rune.
The skeleton reformed after it would have drawn runes, so it has no runes and cannot act this turn. It's reforming still.
Yes.
Asdis.
Yes.
Take a step back.
Do I want to heal more, or do I want to possess
Take a
this
step back,
thing?
because this will happen next turn too.
No, it happens in upkeep. It'll happen immediately after you're done.
I don't want to step back from this thing. Okay, fine. I will take 3 actions, then that makes sense. So, the first thing I will do is use my, one void rune. No, not someone else's void rune. My void rune to possess this thing.
Okay.
I steal your void rune.
Is that your main combat tactic?
That is
Possession?
literally her main
No,
combat.
I keep getting the wrong runes.
But your void rune.
But
is
isn't the void rune possession?
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, her main thing is possessing.
Her main
Mine
thing is
is this.
possession.
This is my void rune. Is this silly ash thing?
Mine is headbutting.
The ash
So,
thing
yeah,
actually
I'm
seems
doing-
very
Characters than I
powerful,
do.
just not in this specific case. It was too powerful.
4 spiritual damage and 1 possession on it.
I just realized you're not from around here, Wisdom, and yet you are beckoning Yggdrasil.
I feel
When he
like
converted, he got a lot of powers.
I feel like the storyline of season 1 is Wisdom comes into this world and he has none of his rune powers. He just has his sword, and like his story arc goes.
No,
and,
I can't. That's not Yggdrasil I'm beckoning. It's something else. At first, is like
You know, like the
It's
storyline,
the
like for
Holy
season 1.
Cross.
is him powering up with like getting the runes. That's why it's not like innate magic or not like to keep up with our wizard friends or whatever. The way he found to keep up is to learn these runes.
Well, first we had to teach you to bathe every other day because
Yes.
you weren't doing that.
Oh,
Yeah.
When you bathe, you remove the holy protections from our Lord
The
God.
holy oils.
That's why
You are opening yourself up to impurities if you bathe and remove your natural protections.
Especially in foreign waters. Who knows what
But
what
don't you
horrible...
baptize your babies?
Yes, you clear them. You're cleansed.
It's holy water.
Like again,
Therefore,
you
all
open-
other water is unholy.
I can
Yeah,
open
it's
it.
holy water or not holy water. Those are the
Get your
two
damn
categories.
devil water away from me.
So, Asdis, you are possessing.
Yeah, so 4 spiritual damage to him,
4 spiritual damage.
and 1
Ouch.
possession.
Ouch. Ouch.
And then
Okay.
which rune
Draw
was
rune
this?
color.
Oh, yeah, right. Draw 1 card. Please be red this time. Maybe that'll be more effective. Yes, it is!
Hey,
Okay, perfect.
do we want to delete these two because he's no longer possessed under these circumstances?
Correct.
Okay. And the next thing I'm doing is, I think, the Evo rune? Nope, not that one. Not that one. The other one. Berkano. Sorry, scroll. There we go. Create a temporary spiritual vortex beside your victim with raw force that tries to suck its soul out of its body. At the same
Oh.
time, it heals you.
Does it have a soul?
Find out.
So it deals 4 spiritual damage and heals me 6.
That I don't know why, but the movie Bubba Hotep popped in my head when you're talking about sucking souls out. It's a real weird movie with Bruce Campbell.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Actually, all you had to say was Bruce Campbell. That
Yeah.
means weird movie.
Perfect.
Question. How much
Unless
does
we're seeing anything obvious with my last rune, I'm moving away.
What was your question?
how much damage does Aura 2 do?
I will double check.
Same amount of damage.
I
The
think
amount of
it's-
damage doesn't up, but every time you change the aura level, it does the damage again.
Yeah, when you change the level, the damage gets inflicted, I think.
Okay.
No,
Because during
I'm wrong.
There might be something different though if it
Damage
gets
is only dealt when it increases from 0 to 1, not when it changes.
And
to
then on
general.
upkeep.
And then generally on upkeep. And when it reaches max at 4, it
Double
has
range,
double
double
range
damage.
and damage.
Okay.
No.
So if we're moving into upkeep, I pump the aura. This is one of my things.
Well, we're moving into upkeep, but one moment I'm using my
Oh,
move
sorry.
to go back.
You're
to
running
the
away.
earlier
She's
thing.
running.
Oh, I thought you already did the moving.
Yep. Nope.
You're gonna kill us.
I'm not running from the thing. I'm running from the aura, please.
You're running from the strongest man from Wessex.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
You
Mhm.
didn't learn that shit in Wessex, homie.
Okay. Perfect.
God,
So clean up.
I don't know enough of the Bible to tell you what he would say it was originally. I don't know about an action path or some.
Do you want to move somewhere else, Asdis? Because what?
Well, it
Oh,
has
wait,
to
no,
reach
it's
level
not at max.
4. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
only
that's
level
fine.
1 right now, so you're fine.
Yeah.
And during your upkeep, it says for aura, you can willingly move it either up or down.
By 1? Is that normal for aura?
Yes, that's all aura. The person who has aura on them can willingly increase or decrease
Oh,
it.
I have a thing that makes me do that more, so I can go to 3 then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, indeed.
So, do you weird before upkeep?
You weird
or...
before upkeep. So everyone
Got it.
weird
Okay,
first.
so clean up and then weird.
Clean up, then weird.
Okay, so I just
Luckily,
give my 2
this guy's so
back.
injured, he's not going to. He has nothing to weird. You guys are pretty much have death spiraled him.
Okay, let's see here. He's bloodied, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's if I'm bloodied. Hold on. I think the heal During upkeep, heal +2 and an additional +4 if adjacent to a bloodied combatant. So just heals.
Yeah, you're
1,
just
2, 3,
anything that
4.
isn't in drain, which I don't think is anything for you,
No,
is healed.
it's just this. Yeah, so that goes there because he's bloodied. No, that's a me bloodied thing. That's a me bloodied thing.
Okay. And I heal 2.
Yep.
Okay.
I heal 5.
I have healed, and if anyone else wants to go first, if you want to go first, Zen, you can. Otherwise,
Do you have a thing?
Let's see what I got. Really hoping for a fucking physical rune so I could actually throw a spell. It's really annoying that spells are touch until you have range.
mhm.
Let's see. What is that other one? Is that Yethe? Yeah, that's Yethe.
How do I write things like the auras? Is there
I just add a text box
No.
on top of it.
Oh, I should do that.
Yeah, there's a thing on the side, the aura condition. So.
Yeah, these things on the side here.
On the right hand
Yeah,
of
I
your
was just saying
plane.
how I put things on them. I was wondering if there was something special.
So if the aura is going up, is he taking more damage during this upkeep?
He
Oh,
is
you're
gonna
right.
take damage.
He is going to take damage during the upkeep. Do you guys want to do that
We're
now?
both gonna take damage.
Yeah, all 3 of you are going to take damage.
So
Not
hold
all
on,
3,
what?
I moved.
2,
All
3,
3, including the
4,
skeleton
5.
event.
Okay.
Okay, I moved my 1 rune back down to death because that's 5 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be half level in damage. Cool. Skeleton dies in upkeep.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he dead?
Now it does not come back.
We keep hitting the dust like the copy machine in Clerks until we're sure at this point.
I will then bury the bones away from each other as a wolf.
Yeah, we separate the skull, we bury it separately from the rest of the body, just in case.
I don't know if you guys have time for that.
You're right, there's a burning building.
There's a burning, like, small... Village is the wrong term, but a small hamlet of burning
So
buildings.
after like
more of them?
Sorry? Oh, you don't see any more right now, but the
Okay.
corpses and stuff there, they're real.
So after like 12 seconds, I guess all of my wounds heal.
Yeah.
Drain?
Basically all of your wounds heal except drain.
Yeah, drain doesn't, but my death, the runes I have in the death column,
They can go right
heal
back
from
into essence. Yep.
Yeah, they heal from my magic healing powers.
Yep.
And I guess the pillar of black just melts away.
Yeah, the ash also recedes.
Yeah.
And the charred faces of us, like our charred, we're basically radiating each other to kill the skeleton.
Well, the wolf comes out of the dust and is going like he's got peanut butter on the top of his mouth, but it's ash.
Yeah, patches of fur from like the radiation burns from our.
Yep.
While we're out of combat, I would like to use an out of combat effect.
Oh.
Yeah. I would like to go grab that skull off the skeleton and then begin chanting. Chant of Skull to get intimations of the future. Once per day you receive an omen.
Okay. Perfect. So I think especially with the magic about this skeleton and stuff like that, I think remnant black smoke that was sort of being emitted from the skeleton while it was alive shoots out of the skull, and you see and it shoots out of the skull to form into 10 shapes, all vaguely humanoid, one of which dissolves, leaving 9 there, and then after a few moments, the other 9 fade as well. And the smoke now has fully dissolved into...
There's like a skill to read omens, right?
Yes, there is.
Yes, we all have it, I think.
I don't.
Oh, you're the only one that doesn't have.
I mean, I already
omens and-
know what it means, but
Yeah.
okay. Well, I guess I'll
omens
use
and
the skill.
portents.
Yeah.
I think I was only good at it because like 2 of my 5 runes are spiritual runes.
So
Yeah. I've got.
what was? So we're trying to interpret the omen we get from the skull.
Right.
So I just hit weird and see if I get a blue rune.
So I guess my question, like I think this is just you're thinking about what it might mean. So I think this is mental. So yeah, you want blue.
Do we all do it, or do you just want Zen to do it?
I think just Zen
I
can
mean,
do
I
it.
got a blue rune.
Got a blue rune.
I got a blue rune.
And what's your rank in your omens skill?
1.
1. Okay. 2 is enough for you to have your strongest theory. Is this was one creature, and there are 9 more around this island that have appeared for one reason or another.
Ah,
Okay. Not
That's
what I was
maybe not.
thinking.
run into more than one at once.
Just what popped into player's head is there are 10 Norse gods.
That's fair. No, in
We
this
just killed
case,
a god.
it seems
Wait,
that there were 10 of these creatures around. You have vanquished one of them. Skeletal
Not cleaning
warriors.
Yeah, it was just the 3 turns it took me to run up to him. This fight would have been so much less scary if we started like kicking down the door and it was just like I crossed the room and I
Yeah.
crushed it.
Yeah, from now on, no fights in open ground. Only in ruins, temples.
Yeah.
Time to find
close
some
combat.
dungeons.
We are
Go delving.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm looking forward to a group fight to see
Yeah, we
how
said,
things
group fight.
Oh, it'd be
interact.
very different.
Especially if we all stand with the magic radiation aura, we can we could just microwave a room.
What I've always been curious to do is like put down that aura and then spend your next turn picking up each one, increasing.
Oh, just walk through
That's
all of
fun.
them.
That's fun.
Oh God!
That happened?
Well, by the
Is that
time
how
you're
it-
done, you've got Shroud
Yeah,
4.
it's
and,
pl-
you've done it 4
it
times.
would increase it if you already have it.
So I could set it up one turn and then on the upkeep run through it.
Oh, not
Not
even on
even
the
on the
upkeep. You can do it
upkeep, on the
literally
same
your next
turn.
action, like the same turn.
Well, he moves for upkeep, so he could make it on
move
his
my
turn,
Yeah,
and then
make
yeah,
it up.
upkeep
that's
move through it.
Yeah, it'd be a
Yep.
thing.
That's gross,
Oh,
dude.
I didn't realize that. Oh, microwave powers activated.
Is there any other people running, or like, are there people screaming like, "My house is on
Oh, I
fire"?
think we were gonna get to that after a short break.
Break
I think.
I think it's perfect time for a break. Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
we
you've done your first fight.
We read the skull omens.
Yep.
Standing in front of the burning houses with the screaming children, we're like, yes, let's look at this skull.
Yeah, the camera
I mean,
pans.
I
back
was
up to the
doing that. I
front.
don't know what y'all are doing. I don't give a shit about bystanders.
Camera
We will be
pans
back
up to the problem.
in just a few minutes. See what
My only problem is their houses are burning.
who's
and so
left
are their
alive
goods.
here.
Mhm.
Welcome back. Part 2, Episode 2, Fate of the Norns Ragnarok. Playing through the was it Eagle? Was that how
I
we
think
ended
it's
up?
Eagle.
Eagle is how we ended up realizing it was supposed to be pronounced.
Yeah. There's a character named Eagle in Northgard, but I can't remember how it was pronounced.
Eagle's Saga. And you guys have just defeated Undead Skeletal Warrior. As you just discovered, is one of 10 total. Somewhere nearby. Not like that nearby. Somewhere on this island that you guys are on. As the skeletal being collapses and you performed your ritual to find this out. I think that probably Asdis, you see off behind the smoking corner of the house near the edge of the forest, see a child and an old woman looking at you there, doing a poor job of hiding.
I think I gesture the strongest man over and, point them out as. Oh, wait, no, it's our bard who would probably be the least threatening. You still busy looking at Otons?
Nope. And I speak the language better, so I suppose, yeah, I should probably go over there.
All I know is I'm not exactly non-threatening myself, so.
I was
Right.
just a wolf.
The death
Yeah.
witch beckons you out of the.
Yeah, I think when you. Yeah, you're. Death Witch beckons and there's a big wolf. Yeah, the other two should go talk to the non-combatants.
Yep.
So, like, get you over here
So
and
where
say,
are they?
hey,
Like
look!
over here?
They're like up here past, like out of the battle map.
Oh, this way.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I thought you meant on the other side of all this burning nonsense.
Nope.
All right.
They're off to
So yeah, I'll approach slowly, like the crocodile hunter.
Now follow up behind non-threatening.
While they're at that, shall we look for survivors among the burning buildings?
Yeah, that's what I was about to suggest. Is just the two more threatening people just go hello. Like,
Perfect. Okay. I think that first. First, let's do the look for survivors, because that might not take long in game. So, you guys are trying to see, look and see around. I think that,
it's probably perception.
I think
huh?
perception makes sense to me.
Good
Yes.
thing I have that skill.
I do not.
It's
I'll
a
try it
difficulty
anyways,
plus
but-
0, so it's mental, right? Yeah, it is mental.
This one will be mental. Yes.
Okay,
Alright.
good.
Let me know how many successes you get. I am,
What's my void rune is the question.
All right.
Oh,
Weird
my void
thing.
rune is mental, so 1.
I have 1, and I have a 1 in the skill, so 2.
Okay, 2 is perfect. You do not see anyone new in the houses or buildings themselves, but you can see that this person here, you notice shallow, labored breathing from them. Despite having lost much blood, they are, for now, still alive, but they need urgent medical attention.
Or they need to be looted right away, otherwise it's dishonorable.
Immediate
Also,
looting.
technically correct.
I'll put an X on them so we know.
Wait, can I heal them? I might be able to heal them.
Asdis,
any of
do
us
you
have things
have
that can heal-
healing?
I do.
I can't exactly heal others.
I
though.
can heal others.
I
Yeah, so can I.
The Rune of Blood can be applied on myself or adjacent ally.
Oh, so you start using like magical healing?
Oh, it's
With your
it's
rune?
the magic rune.
Yeah,
I traced the Rune of Blood. If
on
I am
using their blood, of course. That's just right there.
So, we, I guess, call you over from the conference and say, hey, there's this guy who needs healing.
if it needs to be done quickly, I will turn into a wolf and like ride back with you.
I don't think it's that far.
it's not that far. I can
Okay.
run. I got legs.
It's a
I'm
few
pretty
seconds.
fast.
Yeah.
Is he the only survivor? This guy?
Yep. He's the only survivor.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can give him heal 3 and recover 4.
Okay. I think you're able to heal this guy enough.
Yeah, I
where
traced on
he
his
is-
forehead the Rune of Blood.
Yeah,
But
he's
it's-
still
I-
unconscious. He's still heavily injured, but magically his wounds stop bleeding enough where, given time and shelter, he will in fact recover eventually. But he's still not conscious.
Yeah, my healing is sucking out a person's soul.
That's not good healing.
I don't think
not
that's quite
helpful.
healing.
That's why
I'm-
it heals me!
I'm not sure if that's healing or if it's vampirism. It's one of those two.
Yep. Runar, you as you approach the woman and child, the older woman, the child is about 8 years old, and he goes to like walk over towards you. Excitedly isn't the right word, but energetically. The woman though, like it was holding his arm and like pulls him back.
I give her my best smile, and I begin playing, the local folk song that like is culturally relevant. Everybody knows it.
Okay.
Ragnar the Red.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So you want to like get them to trust you and like.
Yeah. Just give them a sense of like it's over now. Come on out.
Okay. Then let's have a perform check.
I'm gonna
I
go
think the
full
difficulty here
Gwen
will
to the
only
Good
be
Witch.
1.
Okay.
They did see you attack the
Difficulty's
skeletal
1?
creature. Yes. So you might automatically succeed.
Yeah, I have perform.
Okay.
Like, that's the thing.
So yeah, I think you are able to do that, and after the child starts laughing, and like 8 years old is not that young, so but the kid, it brings a smile to his face. The woman sees that and looks at you, and sort of steps closer enough that you guys can talk normally. And she says, "Are they gone? The creatures?"
Only saw the one. Looks like we're safe for now. Come, my friends are over here. Safety in numbers.
Come on. She tells the child, and they both head over with you towards everyone. Wherever you guys are gathered.
Approaching
Like,
next
I've
to
been
the-
dying.
Right next to the dead people and the bloody horse. Oh,
We could probably drag him away.
Let's
Probably,
let's go away
I
from
just
there.
start dragging a body from the like ledge of a burning building.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Like,
Now,
the
are
first
any of you guys
alive.
holding, like, it is
This
dark, so the
place
fire
down
is
here
the
isn't-
biggest source of light you have, unless you're holding a lantern or a torch, one of you.
No, we're
And it's-
pulling off to the side, but
currently snowing, right? Like there's a storm that makes it so we can't get away from here. It's got to be pretty
Yeah.
shitty out.
Yeah, it is.
So I would say let's head for this hut that's relatively untouched by the chaos.
What hut? Oh, this hut.
South.
Yep,
I didn't even
the
see
one
that.
to the bottom.
Yeah,
yes.
I'll just shoulder
Oh.
the dude and head toward the hut.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to get there first to knock on the door.
Yeah. There's no answer when you knock on the door. The woman herself says, "No
was saying I
one
opened it.
specifically lives here. It's a storage hut." She looks back, sort of warily towards where all the bodies
Yeah.
are, and she says, "I think someone had the key."
I would like to open this door.
Okay.
With a broadsword.
It might be with a quick. If it's unlocked with my hand, if it's not, with my boot.
Okay. It is locked when you try to open it. How do you go about gaining access anyways?
Kicking in the crappy hut door.
Okay.
We're not looking for the key. We're
Who
kicking
builds
it.
a reinforced hut door for their storage shed?
Please,
No
I mean, anybody that's concerned about raiders.
please make,
Here's where all the
I
extra
believe
food
it's
is.
athletics is probably the skill to kick down doors. if I'm
I do not
mistaken.
have athletics, but my void root is physical. If one overcomes it, that does it. If not, I can weird.
1 is not enough to overcome it.
Oh no.
Do. That's a red.
Perfect. 2 is
Hey.
enough to overcome it. And the door kicks open. You guys are immediately assailed is too hostile of a word. You guys are immediately smell sense of salted fish and similar food preserved here.
Salted fish.
A feast for our
You
efforts.
see there's shelves of dried and packed food, primarily
Well,
food supplies.
we
in
should
general.
probably pack up on this shit while we're here, to be honest.
Well, if it's nighttime, we should probably rest here.
We should rest. We should also
Yeah.
fill our
It's
pockets with salted
evening.
fish.
It is always night. But yes.
The sun is gone.
Oh, yeah, it's sleepy time, not running time.
The woman says, "Thank you for saving us. This food belongs to Bard. He is the lord of this island. He's back at
Well-
there. I'm sure
Well,
he would
he'll be fine
understand."
with it. Yeah, he'll be
Fine
fine.
with us shoving our pockets full of fish.
Listen,
Has
he's
this
not
kind of
going
been
to
done?
kill himself over losing this food.
Wait a minute. He was just giving us cheese curds in town. How come we're not eating this stuff? Cheap
As
bastard didn't
a
bring out the store.
the type of preservation and amount of salt used here, it is actually inedible. A lot of this will have to be pre-soaked in water to be edible.
Yeah, they're travel rations.
Yeah, exactly.
Travel fish.
There's no we're done. Asdis would like to crouch down next to him and ask what happened.
They came out of nowhere. We have a they came from near the center of the island, I think. That direction. There were 5 of them we saw. All of them bones, and she stops her description looking down at the kid who's just wide-eyed looking at all of this. They didn't say anything. They just came swords and axes and bows and started killing everyone. Everything. What have we done to do this? Do you think the Vaettir has cursed our land?
I ponder with my one in omens and portents. Has this land been cursed?
Okay. Then why don't you make weird some mental runes?
Oh, that's not gonna happen. Nope.
Right?
I'm too fighty.
With the
I don't
one
know.
you do not know, this may in fact be a curse. It is
Only
possible, but you don't know anything more than he discovered.
Yeah. So I say yes. Obviously.
What?
How about
What?
the drink?
Then we have to leave. I'll go. We have to get
Do
back
not-
to the main harbor.
He's not from our lands, he's from, have you heard of Wessex?
Yes, have you heard of Wessex, the great green kingdom, with none of this snow and ice and raging gods? Only the true lord of the Christian nation. But,
It's just that everyone lives there is covered in shit.
Yes, you should have seen when we
You're
first
awfully
found him, he
upbeat
was
about
bad.
this.
I do concede that this bathing, as you call it, is helpful for the complexion.
Why are you here? Did Bard send you?
No.
In a sense, yes.
We're here because of bards. That's the truth.
Yes. I changed my answer. Yes.
All right, she's immediately suspicious. Okay.
Bart was assailed
Can you
by.
tell us who this person
I'm-
is? The dead guy?
Yeah, who's this
Hold up
unconscious
like
fella?
this.
Yeah. There's like a big bloody mark on his face from the
Yeah.
magic rune.
Let me grab his name. I did actually have it for both of them. Just a sec. Oh, that's right at the early end of the book. Here we are. So she says, "My name is Bara. That was Hepti. He was actually the fisherman who mostly."
He's still kicking. He hasn't given up the ghost.
That's good. That's good. Please, we have to get back to tell Bard what happened here.
I'll take this one.
Don't
with
worry.
He'll send
Bard
soldiers.
was- Well, we are here because of Bart. He was assailed at the festival by a very large man who ran into the mountains.
Whose name we
But
definitely
don't fear.
remember.
Don't fear. The Blood Axe holds sway in the court. He sits in Bard's seat in the Longhouse.
The king has arrived. I heard that he was coming.
Yes.
Okay, good.
It is at his behest that we are here.
Thank you for coming. You saved us. What now?
Take the fisherman to the log house, and you wait.
I think we
Big-
rest the night
Oh,
here in safety. And
Wait for the storm to die down.
You technically
I
only
don't-
need to rest for an hour before your drain to go away. Oh,
have
it's
two
1 hour
drain-
per
or-
drain. Yeah, 2 hours then.
we shall
Short
rest
rest.
here for a little bit.
What I
And
will
then we
tell
can-
you, and you would know already, is though you lost track of Aegle, who you were tracking, the storm will make it much harder to find him the more time goes on. If you are finding him tracks.
Oh, I was
My
following
question
the
is-
tracks before we saw the burning buildings.
You
right?
were, yes.
There's
I'd have
no
to
way,
re-find
though,
it.
that this old lady and her child can, bring a wounded man back to the Longhouse. There's just no way.
That's what she was about to say. I'm not sure we can make it, especially if there are any more of those creatures that prowl the woods.
How bad is the storm?
Not because you guys are already equipped for, like, everyone alive now is equipped for, like, cold weather. It's not bad enough on land here to need shelter from. It's not going to endanger you directly. It's mostly the waves that are why you had to.
But just, don't leave him here forever. He's got plenty of fish, but let someone know.
Should we maybe suggest they stay here and, do whatever funeral rites we're supposed to do for the people and stay here overnight?
You would know that the funeral rites are long and elaborate and would take days for this many people, with just a few people doing it. Like, it would take a whole village they could do in a day. But
I think we tell them to stay here and bunker down until the guy wakes up. And once he wakes up, they go to the longhouse because we have to keep. I think we have to keep trucking.
Yeah, we have to. We can rest, stock up on fish, keep trucking.
How much do we know about these skeleton things?
If you would like to find out, I think there's some lore skills.
I mean, Arcana skills, perhaps.
Lore Arcana.
I think lore Arcana. Indeed.
Sweet.
I just don't want a White Walker scenario with all these dead bodies out here.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think this is a Draugr situation, but I don't know a lot about Draugr.
Okay.
If it is lore Arcana, I've got 2, but what is the rune that we
mental for this?
Want? Mental? Oh, then 4.
Worded? Very nice. So, as you think about it, these are not quite Draugr. Draugr are dishonorable warriors, rejected from Valhalla and refusing to go to hell. They cling to life. These are not that. These warriors are known as Haugbui. They were likely sent by the local Vaettir spirit of this island because, as you recall, there was supposed to be a ritual to satisfy the Vaettir as part of the party. It never happened. And the spirit of the land has apparently sent 10 of these creatures, 10 from the previous check, to do something about that.
So we got to go to the top of the mountain and yell at the god?
I was going to say we have Chekhov's nature spirit that was introduced in Act 1.
Okay.
Yep.
Now,
bring this guy and sacrifice him.
Is that what we have to do? Do we have to kill someone?
A blot is known as a it's a death sacrifice. Is usually like a blot is known as like a sacrifice where someone usually technically is injured, usually dies due to those severe injuries.
See, we're
going to need to borrow the boy. Oh.
Yeah, Wisem's not going to kill someone on a mountain to fix this.
I'd argue that's our bigger problem than Egel, though.
Perhaps we could kill
Egel on the mountain.
We can kill Egel on the mountain.
Actually, you don't know the specifics, but you do know most Vaettir are very, specific. It's unlikely that the creatures are here to just, burn everything in a general rampage. They probably have some kind of specific goal or retribution in mind. They're not just gonna, kill everything. They're
goal.
If you leave them alone, bad things will happen, and then they'll go away, is what you know.
Oh. So we could just avoid them.
But bad things would happen. But it wouldn't be the island would not become uninhabitable because it's just teeming with monstrosities kind of thing.
Yeah.
So to sum up, we're on an island of our Lord's sworn enemies. I'm just going to point this out here.
Honestly, the thing to do...
to be fair, our dead Lord.
Yeah. The thing to do is to catch this dude we're supposed to catch and get off the island.
Yeah. Because this dude hates the dude that our dude hates.
Were we going to catch him though, or are we going to help him do a coup?
Either way, you
I
gotta
don't think we
find
can
him.
do a coup right now. We need to find him first. I don't
find
think
him first. If he
I don't think
tries
we could do a coup on this island. I think we have to wait for the storm to die down with this man and go get aid somewhere else.
yeah, we need to keep on to Greenland. That's what we need to do.
We were just here for
where
gas and sushi, and
Yeah. there's a murder in the bathroom, and now we gotta
I
fix
think
it?
I think this is the opposite of sushi. To be fair, just the polar opposite.
Also, why sushi at a gas station? That sounds gross.
Yeah, that's how you get some sort of worm. Like
That's the patient zero of the zombie movie.
gas station sushi.
So are we here to
Alright.
coup? Or are we here to kill the 10 things?
We gotta find Egil so we can get our boat back and we go to
Well,
Greenland.
theoretically, what brings more glory? Because that should be a
Mm.
prime motivating factor here, correct?
Saving
Dying in glorious
everyone.
battle.
Mm.
Don't want to do that. What's the
So let's
second?
not
most
appease the
important?
spirit. Let's just kill all 10 of the skeletons.
Is it better to beat a Vaettir spirit, or is it better to appease the Vaettir spirit?
Can we
What's
beat up
more
the island
glorious?
god?
Yeah, can we
Well-
beat up the island god?
The island gods
No,
are
I guess-
usually, some think of them as insubstantial. I will say, because pretty much nothing else in the setting is insubstantial, that I don't think it is. It's more of a reclusive thing. They'll be hard to find. Like,
Can we kill a regular god? Can we go kill Thor?
technically, yes. Feasibly,
Yeah.
no. It's like
No.
it's like
It has stats. All I heard is has stats can die.
We're not.
I've read a lot of like the Norse gods are immortal. Like they live forever. But I've how the mythology I've read talks about them is they're as killable as. Oh, I was just talking about this last night. What did I compare them to?
Elrond.
Yeah,
Elrond
like
and
like
Elrond.
Elrond from Lord of the Rings is technically killable by a normal dude. He's just never actually going to be.
But Saruman is killable by
Frodo.
no man. But
By Wormtongue.
Oh,
Wormtongue iced Sauron.
Yeah.
Sauron.
Saruman. It's
Saruman.
weird that they have the
Oh,
same.
yeah.
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 issue.
I thought you were talking about...
not the worm, but not the old man. The old man could have been killed by anyone.
Yes.
A stiff wind could have taken out the old. Really? The old man is stronger than the old man?
The old man's an
Oh.
angel, same as Gandalf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Lord of the
the
Rings
old
lore
man
is
was an
weird.
angel? I didn't realize the old man. I knew Gandalf was an angel. I did
All
not
of the
realize-
wizards are angels.
I know that. I did not realize the old man from Roheim was an angel too.
Oh, the
He's not,
No.
I don't think.
Not
King Theoden?
Theoden,
No.
no.
I was
He's
talking
just
about
a dude.
Saruman.
No, the Saruman is a higher order angel than Gandalf, though.
Same.
Same
No,
one.
no.
Same order, but I think he was. There was some reason.
He's
that-
got seniority.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's same order, but so is the Balrog. They're on the same shelf.
So, anyways,
Yeah, so
I'm sorry. I can
so
talk
anyways,
about
yes, you can technically
God.
kill Thor, but you're
Cool.
basically not going to succeed.
I think this is a big batch of not our problem.
Yeah, that's really what I'm
I've been
feeling.
saying this since we started.
Yeah, you are just stuck on this island. What do you guys want to do in terms of
I think-
glory?
Come now,
There
to
isn't a specific
glory.
like glory is not a measured value in this.
I think the thing to do is to catch up to Egil.
Convince him to
Well,
come with
we could
us.
we could decide from there. I think the thing to do is to catch up to him because we're missing a piece of this puzzle, and we think he has it.
Yeah.
I was going to suggest we get everybody else that doesn't want to be involved in this nonsense and fuck off to the other side of the island.
Bard's dead. Let's
Play some
leave. Everyone's
Winter
coming with
Survivor.
us. Yeah.
No, we're just going to play Winter Survivor on the other side of the island. There'll be activities and challenges. We're just going to wait it out and hopefully make a profit on the entertainment.
We pull out the Dead of Winter game board.
No.
Yeah,
I was going to say there's no zombies. There's now zombies.
Now there's zombies.
I think the thing to do is to catch up to Egil, and then we decide
Go
from
from
there
there.
based on new information.
Mhm.
Is that the plan?
I'm still for
I don't
definitely
see-
saving the entire island because that sounds like fun, but sure.
I don't know if we can without killing Egil.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna be party to a sacrifice.
I think either way, also, even if we kill Aegel, the freaking witch is gonna kill us.
Yeah, we do have to worry about like Blood Axe's resident
Queen
hexmonger.
Gunhild.
Yeah,
His
because
magic
the
wife.
omen we got was she's gonna murder us.
Yeah, magic wife is a problem.
So the way you deal with that is you murder her first.
I don't think we can. I think we have to get backup to murder her.
Well, I think Aegel could be our backup, and we get our boat, and then we.
I don't
leave.
think Aegel's enough backup to murder however many
Oh,
hundred
no.
troops.
Once
the
again,
king
Aegel
had.
and her followers,
140.
We
No,
don't need that. We just need our boat.
You're missing the all-important aspect of going and talking to this nature spirit and convincing them that Eric Bloodaxe and that wench are the reason things went wrong.
That's
We
true.
nature murder. We murder with.
Could we give them a new goal?
Oh, we point the skeletons at them. Let them get
Yes.
soul racked.
Mhm.
how exactly is that not running away?
Also,
It's not.
again,
it's moving the problem to
he
help
has
us.
140 guards. If skeletons get near them, they will die.
That's true, but they'll take out some of them, and then in the chaos, we can leave with Aegel.
Yeah, we can just leave. We don't even need Aegel. I just want to beat him up so I can say I'm stronger than him, and I'll have another island.
Another
The
island.
strongest man from Atloy.
Strongest man from 2 islands.
That's funny.
I think either way, it sounds like find Aegel first and
Yeah.
continue
Okay.
fighting about it the entire time.
So,
So
you guys rest
just
first?
so we're aware of some headcanon that's going on, I've invented graffiti tagging. And everywhere we go, the strongest man from Wessex was here.
Just like
Vikings did that,
carved
literally.
into the wood of this wall or something like that.
No, Vikings literally did that. They did that in the what's the chapel called in Constantinople or Istanbul?
Istanbul is.
Oh, I wish that was in Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Constant.
Hagia Sophia. Literally,
Oh, yeah.
there's because the Varangian Guard, a Viking carved runes up somewhere in the Hagia Sophia. They spent years later deciphering the runes, and it's literally like Eric was here.
What
That's
a pro.
great.
What a pro.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Just some poor guy
So-
with a big beard and a chisel.
You guys take a break in the hut.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We
For
do
as
1
long as
hour
it
or
needs the
2.
drain to heal.
One per
We do
drain.
1 hour or 2.
So it's up to you guys.
I'm gonna spend the time just watching and
2 hours.
2
2 hours?
them rest, but
Okay.
being
That's
on
all my
watch.
drain gone. I'm in fighting shape. I also now have access to my spirit runes again, because those were all.
While you guys are resting, the woman, Bara, she says, I can't thank you enough for saving me.
You can try.
I don't have much, but please, take this. She reaches and she takes a pendant, a necklace.
I was worried it was a fish.
She takes from around her neck. She takes a necklace with a silver tooth on it. She says, "It's all I have, but please, you deserve it. It has was given to me by someone, my not my husband before he died. He was a huntsman,
Late husband.
late husband. Yeah, that's what you say. My husband.
Not ex.
Yeah, my ex-husband.
Well, he
died in a dishonorable fashion, so I divorced him after death.
I divorced him as I kicked the longboat.
Post-mortem divorce.
Yeah, she says this supposedly has some kind of enchantment that helps with tracking, and she gives you the necklace known as Foxfang. While the wearer of it just has +1 rank to the tracking skill. Flat out.
I have one in it already.
I do believe our wolf gets a fox tooth.
That's
Is
perfect.
it okay if I take the tooth?
Should we maybe Arcana this to make sure it works, or no? You just gave it to us.
I believe that is as the GM said. So
The two
I
brothers
trust-
talking to you.
But
I
also,
crave
like,
blood.
I don't think she would explicitly say what the powers are in like a mechanical term.
No, that was
It's
me
just
saying
like,
it.
It's a blessing to it. It's a blessing for the tracker or
For
whatever.
trackers,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a blessing
And
for
then
tracker.
mechanically, it's +1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mechanically +1 to your tracking rank.
So we get Arcana in it, maybe, but it's also not like a glowing magic sword.
No, it's just it's a necklace with a
It looks like a
minor.
necklace.
It's like a
I
rabbit's
would like
foot.
to Arcana the thing for 3, just because. In case
Yeah,
there's
you're
some
far
incredible
more
stuff.
magically paranoid than Wyatt.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
It's fair.
It is what she says.
you're
Alright,
aware.
so I grab the thing, look at it for a little, turn it over, and then hand it over to you.
Yes. So do I just up my rank, or is it like I have to wear it to up my rank?
While wearing it, there's no like specific restrictions on what you can and can't wear than what makes sense, and it's just a pendant on like a silver thing on a rope.
So it
So
wouldn't work while you're a wolf.
correct.
Technically, yes.
But you also don't
That's
do
fine.
a lot of wolf-based tracking.
No. 'Cause
Surprisingly.
I get no benefit out of it. I can
Yes.
just turn into a wolf, whatever. But unless a fight, but if a fight starts, I immediately go back into man form.
Yep. Apparently.
Yeah. So, is there? Oh, I can put that on my equipment. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just writing the
Equipment.
notes, +1 to tracking.
What's it called again?
Fox Fang. It is a silver fanged necklace.
You can just keep adding teeth to that chain.
I can.
Tracking charm bracelet.
See, another reason to kill a Vaettir.
Okay. I think that's it. You guys rest. I guess you guys didn't decide if it was for 1 or 2 hours.
2 hours.
Too.
Too,
it was a
because
drain.
yeah.
Can I pick up a day's, like, how much... I wasn't joking about the fish. How much fish... I have rations for a week currently. How much fish could I reasonably shove in my backpack?
And still hold it? Probably another week's worth.
Cool. Oh, at a week of rations. So
Yeah.
now our dry hardtack bread is now split with fish.
Very
and,
salty
like,
fish.
Now it's salted pork, pork or salted fish for dinner.
Ooh.
Nice. Oh, I brought my merchant cart, didn't I? I left it when we saw the fire. But
Oh, it
I
is
assume-
there.
I
Wait, you
assume
So
it's
you
not-
could just pack everything in here. That would be for you
do
months
it.
of rations.
Yeah.
What?
Okay,
Yeah.
for the 2 hours that they spend resting, I'm loading the cart.
Loading
Yeah.
the cart.
Yeah. Wow.
my
And
giant ram just like, meh.
yeah, no, the woman isn't going to stop you. I think she'll be like, that's. I don't think that
Village
the
is
king will be
burned,
very
boys.
happy about this, but
Village is burned.
Listen,
Wait a
we
minute.
don't know how long our. Yes.
But rewind. Do we need the cart? Are we going off road? Should we send those two with the wounded guy and the cart back to town? Because that they could probably do.
Yeah.
yeah.
But then I
Oh, if the
lose-
guy was
Here
in
is
the cart,
safe
they wouldn't have
enough.
to carry the guy, and yeah.
I think
The
we'd
guy
still
will be
want to
able
rest
walk
here.
When he wakes up, the cart's useful for us.
We can still put fish in the cart.
Okay. No,
We
stay
just
here. We
explained-
need this cart.
Listen, we don't know how far he has gotten, and we never know if we need to go off road or not. So I
Or-
don't know.
This
how
island
big this
isn't
island
very
even
big.
is.
It's
Yeah,
not
but
like
Jerusalem
it's maybe 2 hours to get to the other side at most.
Oh,
Oh.
And isn't where we're going up a mountain or some nonsense? Like
I mean, you guys
Is there
haven't.
not
You guys
elevation
need to
we're dealing
refine the
with?
tracks, but yes.
right.
yeah.
Listen, we're
Do we-
here on orders of the king. The king would want us to have whatever we need.
The king said to
We're really just taking all this food.
take what we need to complete our journey. Currently, we
Right.
need
Fine, we'll be fucking fishmongers when we get out of here. Let's go.
We just took all the food.
they have cheese curds.
They do have cheese curds in here.
Wet slap of some cheese curds on the old lady's palm as we take off with all the fish.
Okay. I'm not going to track how many rations you have. I'm just going to say you have as many as you need as long as you have that cart.
It's a
And
game,
a line of bears following us through the fucking
the game
woods.
and rations are important because we have rations as an item and food is scarce.
And this will help us when we need to leave the island very quickly. We'll
Yeah.
have as much rations as we
Have
need on.
fish.
Yeah.
Exactly. It means
Perfect.
we don't have to worry about tracking food.
Okay.
All right, I'll get a tracking roll in.
Yeah, so that roll. It's been 2 hours. It'll be difficulty 4 to find those tracks again.
Oh.
How do we figure out how? Do we figure out how help works?
You
yet?
need a specific
There
skill
was
to
a
help.
skill.
Bestow
Yeah.
skill.
I need the help skill.
Yep.
Cool.
You
It's
need the help skill.
to help.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I have the
Okay.
scorn pull skill.
Why are you not using that? That is so awesome. I read through what that is. You need to use that all the time.
Scorn
Scorn
pull?
pull the queen.
You stick the stick. You stick a stick with like dead things on it outside their house.
Horrible.
Hey,
It is one
there's
of
the
the
horse
evil-
skull right there. We can scorn pull the queen, and she will never know.
And as long as the evil stick is there.
Oh, please, let's do that before leaving this village.
How do we scorn pull the queen? We have all of these dead horses.
Oh no. Okay. So, the first thing to know about scorn pulls, I think it has to be where they live.
They don't live.
We don't
here.
know what
I thought it
direction
was
she
more
lives
a matter
in.
of it just has to be pointing towards.
I'm double checking.
I think it's
It has
outside
it's staked on the ground facing a person's home, it says.
Yeah, it's like it's
They're
a,
living at Bard's right now.
it's an obvious scorning. It's like you stick a stick with a horse head on it outside of their house and be like, "I'm watching you." That's the power.
No, I don't think it can be that obvious because the second that they take it down, it's gone. So if it was right there all the time, it'd be really obvious.
It
I
is
think it
meant
has
to be
facing-
hidden often. It's like a hidden curse of sorts. But yeah, it's usually
We could do it as a castle siege, though. We put the scorn pole up before the siege, and then we stand in front of the scorn pole. It's like, what are you gonna do about it? Come take it down.
There we go. Okay, so the second tower. After I was finished resting, I was going to craft some
You
horse
make
skulls.
some scorn pulls.
I can't make scorn pulls. I'm just getting the horse skulls ready. We can
You're just
take them along with us whenever we
preparing?
need them.
to
You're
cut down on
looking up-
time later.
Currently
Preparing
has
scorn
the-
pulls.
the cart currently has dried fish and horse heads.
Thank you for saving me. Why are you carving those skulls? Why are you taking all of our stuff?
Listen, it's not, we need it
Listen,
for our
matey, we've got
adventure.
some major scorning to do when we're done here. So just button your lip and take your little boy and get the fuck out of here.
Okay,
Okay, let me do.
let's see if you can find the
What is it? Mental for tracking?
mental is
I mean-
what you'll need for this one, I think, to try and find it again.
Yeah. Okay.
It really does
Alright.
depend on describing how you do it, but yeah.
I did it.
Nice. Okay.
I drew my 2 mental runes.
So what is that tracking for?
Tracking forward. That's
yeah,
what was
'cause
needed.
I have 2 of the skill now because of the thing, and I drew my 2 mental
Yes.
runes.
So, despite the storm having covered over most of the tracks, you are able to find them again. The tracks.
I smell his cheese curds.
Ooh, lactose intolerance.
Yes.
That's why he hates the cheese curds.
Oh boy. Okay.
You made a big deal about the cheese curds.
Mhm. Yep,
Did
I
make a
know.
big deal about the cheese curds.
You find a so as you follow the footsteps, the tracks lead further west, past this hamlet, staying in the woods to another one, even further to the west. And as you approach it, it looks fairly, it looks clearly abandoned.
Not on fire?
Not on fire. The doors are just open. There's no blood or bodies. Part of one of the roofs of one of the few buildings there have caved in and collapsed. As you continue to follow the tracks down, they lead right to the shore, and there are some boats on the shore, one of which there's a clear patch where there used to be one and isn't. Ahead,
You track over water.
ahead of you, across the shore, is another much smaller island. That is like small enough that it was a part of this island if you were looking at it on a map.
Yeah.
Like you can see the entirety of the island from there.
So
Is
we
there a
could-
boating skill?
I think we just have the ability to sail boats.
Yes, there is not a boating skill.
Okay, cool. 'Cause I don't have that
Also,
skill.
this is not a sailing distance of boating. This is an oar.
Yeah, this is like it will
If it's
take
within
you.
a harbor's distance, you row.
Yeah, you do
like,
not
you don't-
need to. It's not going to take more than 20 minutes to get there, and that's with the stormy waves.
It would be really hard to. You would have to, depending. I need to brush up on my sailing if we're gonna do a lot more boating, because I'm pretty sure Viking longships. How do the sails? Is it? Can you only run, or can you do tacks in?
The boats here are
Depends.
basically rowboats, by the way. They don't even have sails.
They don't have a mast. Does our boat have a mast?
Your
Do we
boat
have
has a mast
Our
because it's
boat
meant for
back
long
has a mast.
distances. The boats that
Okay,
are on the
we have
shore
a
here do
masted-
not
okay.
have a
Okay,
mast.
so these don't even have a mast to worry about, but we have a masted longship as our main one because that would be weird if we didn't. But
Yes,
I'm pretty sure
we do.
Viking ships, it's a
Have, like, the
single,
mast.
it's a single mast with
Mm-hmm.
the broad sail. So
Yeah,
can they?
I think they
I'm
can
trying to
pivot.
remember. Can you angle them to 90 degrees of the ship? Can you angle them to perpendicular? Because that's how modern sail ships are, and you can do tacks with that. Otherwise, they're just running.
I would
with the
think
wind
so, but
behind you.
Looking
It
at some pictures, it
depends
looks
on-
like it swivels.
I'm
It
gonna be
depends on when we're talking about, because yes, eventually they could. That's how they got to England. They learned
Yeah.
to tack.
yeah. And I think in this game, yes.
We're
They can.
past that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I'm from England.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. This is like 900 something.
all right. So yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes, you can with the long ship. Cool. That helps my brain understand the sailing more.
So leave the cart here and take 2 ships over to the other island, 2 just in case he does something very stupid with the first one.
Good. What about Gertrude? The goat.
Yeah, fine.
She'll be fine. We'll stick her
Yeah.
down somewhere, tie her to a tree.
Okay. All the fish too.
And
Yep.
the horse heads.
Make sure you tie the goat up so that it can't eat the fish while we're gone.
I'll tie
I
the
don't
goat
think
up
it would.
in the
Maybe
house.
the salt maybe make it.
Yeah, tie the goat up in the house with whatever goat food I have,
and
just
and
be like,
goats will
"We'll
eat
be
anything.
back."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Goats will eat tin cans if you let them.
Yeah.
Okay.
tie up the goat. I hide the cart.
They have to put the pool noodles over their horns because they keep running into stuff and getting
They
stuck.
run into things. Yep. Hide the cart. Hide the goat with food.
Yeah, you put the
We'll
feed
shove
bag over
off.
the goat net over the goat.
Yeah.
Okay. Shove off. And as you row the boat, the waves are heavy, but it seems that maybe there's a reef or something, or just the waves crashing against the
Oh, it's
islands.
probably the island.
North and south
Yeah.
are blocking.
Yeah, it's probably
the
the
worst
other
of it.
island that's helping.
Yeah, about 15 minutes of rowing gets you to the other side of the island. You see there's another small abandoned hamlet as well here. And I think to carry over the tracking from before, you see that there are many tracks around here. A few hours, Akel has been around this hamlet several times. It's hard to tell where he is specifically, but he's probably somewhere very nearby. Not immediately.
Now, when you say many tracks, does that mean
Like, he's been
many
back and
different
forth
types of
and-
tracks? Okay.
Yeah.
Like
All
from
of the
his
traps
boat
is
back
what
and
he's
forth?
done.
You see his boat is parked here, and he has been around parts of the hamlet itself. He's been to 2 different buildings and things like that. It's hard. It's not just one direction. In fact, probably all of the buildings the tracks lead into and out of. Some of them several times.
Hmm.
Stay in the boats and yell for him?
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna
Yeah.
see. Okay. So
Just
I
like
think
Eggle, show yourself.
We would like to speak to you, Eagle.
there's a pause. Well, it was already quiet amongst the howling winds and splashing of water. You out of the largest longhouse steps Egil. Tall, just like you saw him before. Yeah. See what he holds, actually.
Didn't he have like a giant hammer or something?
I think so. To double check. Nope. A Bardiche. Which
We're going
is...
Gygax on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So a
it's like a
large,
giant
long
axe.
axe. Yeah. So he steps out of the thing holding that.
Dane axe.
Armored. More weapons on his back. And he says...
Wait, what year is this?
Don't worry about it. It's in the book.
It says Bardiche in the book?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because those are...
He didn't invent those until the 1300s.
They didn't become popular. Yeah, they didn't
It's
get
probably-
invented till the 12... They did not get invented around medieval manuscripts.
Okay, so
Pick a
he's a
very
time
powerful
traveler.
weapon
And
around
steps out...
1250.
Favors French weaponry.
Yeah,
He closes, he closes
French
the door on
weapon
his
from-
DeLorean.
a French weapon from 2 centuries in the future.
Yes.
It's probably a Dane axe. That's probably what it is.
That's probably what he meant. Yeah. So he steps forward, having a Dane axe over his shoulder. It's large, but he carries it easily with his large size. He just like the beginning of God of War, just shadow in the doorway. He says, "Are you here to kill me?"
We know that the murder or the death of Bard was honorable. You killed a poisoner.
Then why are you here?
Perhaps we could strike up some sort of alliance.
We're working on it. Yeah.
What we do know is that the blood axe is Seath Kona once you're dead. That can't be good.
It's not. You speak. I think I'm not going to ask for a persuasion check or anything. I think you guys already did good by him during the feast. So he says, "Okay, come in." He steps inside. It's like a dark longhouse. Inside, you see a small fire has been lit in the large fire pit, enough to keep things from getting colder, more than to keep things warm. And as you step inside, you hear repeating sounds of wood carving. Many of the chairs and tables here have been torn apart, and you see that Egil has been trying his best to build a
Scorn poles.
raft, actually. More specifically, you can tell he's trying to build reinforcement and upgrades to make the boat that he brought
It's like seaworthy.
seaworthy for a longer travel.
So he's building an outrigger for the for the rowboat.
He's trying to leave. And you guys were sailing here. You see that
Egil,
plain as day.
Egil, you know we have a boat.
So
We have
does
a
he-
better way off this island.
Yeah.
That boat is currently harbored right where the king is and his legion of guards. That's not going to work.
But there's that big nature thing going on. Like the island's
what?
mad. The
Have you
island
seen
is
the
mad. Did you not see the skeletons?
No. What skeletons?
The
Well,
island
fill 'em
skeleton. You live here.
I
No,
just
there's
got
technically
back.
We'll fill him in on what we know.
Yeah, there's an island skeleton. We hold up the. You have the episode. What is
Yeah,
it?
still got the skull. Just
It's like-
Yeah, definitely. I kept the one-
Now, currently, it says Asdis was here on the forehead carved in, but you know.
Runar. I was like, Runar, show him the skeleton.
Yar, rar, rar.
Unless
I-
poor Yarvik.
I think he says, "Oh no, I'm going to be blamed for that too."
But we could, point them in a direction by saying there was a dishonor that was done. Use the
Get on the-
distraction to undo our
Get on the
boats.
boat. Go to Greenland. I heard
It's
they
not
got
a bad
cool things in
idea.
Greenland.
But
We could also make some scorn poles. We got some horse heads.
We got some horse heads. The cart.
my uncle lives
We're
in
going
Islandia,
scorn Poland.
so he would welcome you.
Ah, Icelandia, that works. That works too.
Is he related to like our guy?
Do you trade names?
That's
course,
not our
dude.
thing.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, his uncle is your guy.
Yay!
Yeah.
So if you tell him that, I assume, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I did not know that. I thought you had been invited to the party." And
No,
No, we
got-
just showed up.
Yeah. There was the
The
storm. Yeah, boat plus storm equals stuck on an island with only cheese curds.
That's how I found you, by the way. Like, you should probably stop eating lactose.
I can't.
No,
I
just
think it's my
hardcore
troll
players.
blood acting up.
Trolls are lactose intolerant.
I mean, it tracks historically. They would never have evolved to digest cheese because they just eat the goat.
And what? That's canon now. Troll-blooded guys are lactose intolerant.
Okay.
Okay.
So he says, "You're really going to help me escape? I don't think it's a good idea. Could you not go back by yourself and then bring the boat over here where I am?"
No, because
What would
we
you-
had to come find you.
Yeah.
Kim said, "Go find Egil to clear your names."
Yeah. The options
We
are
could
come
bring
back with
and
you
then-
or don't come back.
That
Oh,
was the
I
yeah.
see.
We're in the same boat, so to speak.
Yeah.
Does Egil wear anything easily identifiable?
Like,
Izzy
if you
Obi-Wan.
were to bring back a token of his death or something like that,
Grab his ear.
Oh shit!
that would do it.
I
Um,
like how the Death Witch is like, take it here.
You want a toe? I'll get you a toe.
I'd rather just leave.
How attached are you to all this?
I'm not going to give the
Doesn't
king
make it
another
any
thing,
worse.
including just an ear. He's taken enough from my family already.
Oh, he also has the what's the old guy's name? It was like an hour ago for us, but I don't remember. The guy that was with Egil that fainted.
Oh, him. Yeah.
Got your friend.
He won't do anything to Olvir. He wasn't a part of it.
We weren't either, but
And
now
you know
we're
how the
here.
blood axe operates.
Why can't these kings just be like the wise or the holy, like we have at
because
home?
he's
Far
That's
less
not
worships-
scary.
badass.
he worships and tries to emulate Thor. You know how that goes.
Mm. Wouldn't he be the Blood Hammer
Yes.
then?
Thor, the war one, right?
Yes.
You're good. You've taken the lessons to heart.
T is for Tor.
He is for Thor, but also for Tyr and.
So what? You want me to? How do we get him out of there then?
I don't know if there's a way for us to do it.
Burn down the lodge?
Steel. Steel.
Asdis,
Steel
just
against
calm down
steel.
on the burning and destruction for 2 minutes and try to. Adults are speaking. I'm sorry.
She may have a point, though. A fire would cause a good distraction.
So the plan is we get the skeletons from the Vaettir to go after Blood Axe as a
What?
distraction. What?
In character, he says what?
The skeletons. We've been over the.
We've been
No,
over
but you
this.
want to. How are you going to drive those?
We
creatures.
convinced the Vaettir it's
Yeah,
the
your
Blood
island.
Axe's fault
You come with us.
because that's why the blot didn't happen. Is because of Gunhilder. Is that her name?
And you think he won't think I'm why the blot didn't happen?
But you
No,
leave.
but we just need to convince the Vaettir.
That's a big ask.
Well, you want to die?
We have our Seath Kona, who has seen through the eyes of Bard that Gunhilder offered to poison your drink with magic.
She what?
We told
It was
you
her?
this.
No, you told him about you said you told him about the skeleton stuff.
Oh,
So he
I
says,
thought we told him about everything.
it was her? She was behind it? I should have known. This was all Blood Axe's doing.
This is what I'm telling you.
Yes, I'm glad you're caught up to the problem
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
This is why it's a lot more complicated than get on the boat and leave.
What do you want to do? We should go to the top of the mountain and cry to the Vaettir.
No, not cry to the Vaettir. More,
Demand.
no, not the man. Just
Wait.
point the wrath in the direction that is helpful to us to leave this island.
For all we know, the Vaettir is hearing these very words. He might not care.
So why do we need to go to the top of the mountain? If they can
Because
hear
we
us
have
down
to
here?
master the Vaettir. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
We should have got. We
Runar,
should have
no.
took that
No,
old lady
Runar,
to
that's
the
a
top
sin.
of the mountain.
No, Runar.
That is where the ritual is usually done. I don't know otherwise.
I don't think we can leave this island until the storm has died down, but I think the storm is tied to the Vaettir.
Okay.
Either that or the 5 of us take on 140 men, the Blood Axe, and Witch.
Eagle, you are from here. What purpose would these skeletons serve? We know they're after something. What would they be after?
He has no ranks in anything to do with this. So
Okay.
he says, I don't know. I think the Vaettir wants blood?
Is it blood or is it life? Because there's a wizard from my realm that believes life can be a mutable question when it comes to sacrifices.
Well, here it's
Are
one
you
and the
talking
same.
about Jesus again?
No. Shocking, but
Well, here it's one and the same.
blood and
Yes.
life. It was actually an Aleister Crowley joke because he has things about making an altar to Pan that normally requires an animal sacrifice that he has substituted a different kind of ritual related to the previous joke
Mm.
So,
to fulfill that part of the sacrifice.
so
Are loopholes? Are there loopholes to this? Magic loopholes. That's the question.
And forehead simultaneously turning to Death Witch. Are there magic loopholes?
Yeah. Can we exploit a magic loophole about this blotter?
Do we Arcana check, I guess?
yep,
think it's
make
an
an Arcana
Arcana.
check.
Alright. Lord Arcana. Weird.
Ooh, that's a
3.
3. Okay.
Oh.
So, what you know is that it tends to depend on the Vaettir themselves. Each spirit that protects an area or a land. Some can be benevolent. Some can be have specific things that they value. What you've seen already is this one is rather wrathful, as you know already, more than most even. Loopholes when it comes to the blot. What it will care about the most is probably desiring that someone dies, and if it probably wouldn't care who. It probably will not care how so much. The ritual segment can be bold. Unfortunately, the death part of the blot is probably what this creature actually cares about, and is harder
So
to lose.
we just need a very old person.
We should have
Back
got
to the
that old
village.
lady.
Like grab the old lady, and we just leave up there till the thing sorts itself out.
I'm thinking Blood Eagle.
I'm not.
Blood
No,
axe?
we're not gonna blood eagle an old lady.
Oh, I don't know Blood Eagle. I don't know if I want
It's
to.
a
It's-
Viking torture death.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's
That's
a very ritualistic death, and the body ends up looking like an eagle through various mutilative
blood torture,
Procedures.
evil torture death. It's
Fun.
it's big and bad and scary.
Oh, good.
I just think we just sit around the big rock and be like, just wait here. And we leave. And then it
You
sorts
just wait the
itself
storm out.
Eventually,
old lady on the
someone will
rock.
die, right?
Yeah. we leave the old lady on the rock, so it's not like it's just
So
exposed.
wait a minute though. It doesn't matter who dies, but it already burned a whole village, and that wasn't enough.
That was not a village. That was a hamlet of 3 houses.
And that
You
was
saw
retribution.
2 dead horses and like 5 dead people.
I think the
Okay,
point
but-
is that they are
but
dying
yes.
specifically to appease it, not because of it.
Right, like it wants the ritual sacrifice, so
Mhm.
it's taking that out on everything else. So even if people die, it's not enough. The like ritual needs to happen.
Damn, I think the plan is. I think the pointing the skeletons at the blood axe might be the game. Or we think
I
that's
mean-
too much of a risk. Or we find some
mean,
other plan to get to our boat.
4 of us took it down. There's 170 people in that village.
Mhm.
But we are adventurers.
Yeah,
You're the
140
equivalent of
soldiers.
first level adventurers. Maybe like third, actually, third, because you guys start pretty strong.
Yeah. We're superheroes.
I think we need some sort of distraction just to get on our boat. But I really think the storm is also tied to the Vaettir. So we need to like convince the Vaettir.
Where are our morals as a group here? Because the easy solution is to just grab someone and ritually murder them, right?
Yeah, that's
Like,
where the line is for
Yeah.
Wyvern. Not gonna be in on the sacrificing.
Egil has
But
said what he wants, but he's willing to go along with anything.
That's where Wyvern's objections are on that plan. Is
Except,
if we
turning
can
him in.
if we can do it without sacrificing someone, sure, we can fulfill the ritual. Like we could sacrifice a chicken if we could find one. But
I mean, we could go with the ear plan. I know he probably doesn't like that, but that's the only way where we can keep him safe on this island. Go turn in his ear, wait
Attack
out the
on the cart.
storm.
we put him in the cart with the fish and the horse heads.
Yeah.
You take the
You
ear.
smuggle him onto your boat.
Yeah. Well, we need to still wait out the storm, but I don't know how long the storm is going to be.
I think we need something more than an ear to prove that he's dead.
I mean, his weapon should be proof enough, I would feel.
Mhm. Maybe a weapon with a hand.
I don't think he'll let us take a hand.
Yeah, no.
Get a
That's
cool hook.
not gonna work out well. Try a toe.
I don't think a toe's enough.
No, we'd need like
Also, toes are more important than you
identifiable
think.
feature.
Also, remember,
Yeah.
actually, you guys
Oh,
have healing
oh.
magic, so it's less, risk of infection is not a thing. Okay.
If we have few enough people, one of my out of combat effects makes me look like someone else.
I still think that's also a bad idea.
Because they're gonna kill you if you look like them.
Yeah. As for morally gray, I have no problems with doing anything because it was just fated, eh?
Listen,
It would
the
have happened whether I did it or not, so who cares?
I'm the
Listen.
moral center where sacrifice is the line.
a dune, no women, no kids, always trolls. That's it.
Always trolls.
Always
Sadly,
trolls.
you haven't found no trolls to
There's
sacrifice.
been no trolls.
Just a
yeah.
troll-blooded man, and he's just as lactose intolerant.
Yeah, that's the main
I
effect.
don't know.
For me, it still seems like the Vader's wrath is the big problem. If we can maybe stop the wrath by either dealing with
Well,
the Vader or dealing with
how
the Vader's
long
team,
is
we
the
can maybe
wrath?
use that as leverage to get off.
You
the
do
island.
not know the details of the wrath, just that it is there.
It probably wants the blot sacrifice, but
Say we did it, we fixed it. Now let us go.
or we could just go kill all 9 skeletons.
Well, that's also, you could just take out the skeletons. What are they gonna do? Make more skeletons?
Probably.
Yeah.
But do we have a
I say,
turnaround?
yeah.
Vader.
I think Vader is probably next step on our list. Like
Go
we get
at
to,
least
if,
try to petition the Vader to like,
yeah, if
hey,
we can get to the Vader, we can learn more about what's going on and potentially appease a demigod.
yeah. Like worst case, we just ask, what do you want? We'll go do it.
Okay.
And then doing it's optional.
Yeah.
So, Eagle says, should I stay here then, or do you want me to come with you? I'd rather stay here.
Can you swing that axe?
Can I? I can probably swing that axe better than any of you, just not
Well,
140 times.
Watch it.
I know what I
Bring
said.
that axe at 140 armed men that are coming after you if we don't return.
If you don't return, and I'll be gone by morning if I wait here and you
You're
don't return.
going to the open seas with a bucket with a stick tied to it.
I know my way around shipcraft. I can make it work enough.
You should come with us.
You'll be tired and out of fish by morning.
Any of you can make a verbal manipulation check to persuade him. It will not be very hard.
I got it.
Yeah, he's running on fumes right now.
This, I think, will be... This is just talk, so I'd say it's mental. What you guys are doing.
Mental. Crap.
Isn't your rune mental?
Nope.
Having a mental void rune has been real helpful so far.
You guys are doing a lot of thinking.
All right, so weirded up.
Ooh.
Well, that's too physical, so I've just got the one from verbal.
Okay. So, he shakes his head. One is not enough, and he says, no, I think I'm going to stay here. I appreciate your help, and...
So you
I won't...
concede that you are not the strongest man on this island.
Do you want to fight right now? Because I will.
Well, it's either I'm going, and if you don't go, that means I am de facto stronger because I had the strength to carry forth.
Is there such a thing as like intimidation?
Logic
Yes, there
makes
is.
sense to me.
I'm trying to think if... Yeah, you're trying to goad him into it.
Yes,
There is intimidate, yeah.
Okay, but as a heads up, if this fails, he will see this as a challenge to his honor. He will want to fight you here and now. One-on-one.
I think either way, that's a win for Indigo.
That's a win.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have this rune though. I'm looking around like, ooh, this escalated quick. I was trying to.
This was just words, so I think this is not physical unless you're doing something with your body to try and goad him. Otherwise, I think.
Just words.
Okay, then this is mental.
That's a green.
That's
a green.
A green is spiritual.
What? I thought green was brain.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Blue is brain.
No, blue is brain.
What's your intimidate skill?
It's not. What do you mean intimidate skill?
Okay. So then he suddenly stands up, all like 7.5 feet of him, looks down at you, and he says, I think he says, outside, now, just the two of us.
Okay. I want the
Grips his
officiator.
axe.
I elect the wolf. He's officiating. He watches it to make sure we
If
play
none
by
of
the
you
rules.
interfere, then
No, of course not.
this is a matter
Well,
of
the pocket of
honor.
food turds and,
As long as you don't kill each other, I'd
I
rather
won't
not
kill
have
him as long as he concedes. But if he will not concede, then I will keep fighting
To the blood or to the floor?
until you say, until you take back what you said or die.
That seems fair. I do warn you, though, I am the strongest man from Wessex, and soon
Well,
I
I'm
will
not
be the
from
strongest-
Wessex.
Soon I will be the strongest man on this island, too.
This is not a large
Just
island.
one person.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're the only ones on this island. Technically, this is an island off an island. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, we're having a duel between you two.
Yeah. Beat him up. I was trying to get him to come with us.
Yep. One-on-one duel will make this a bit
Maybe this will convince him to come with us, seeing how strong you are.
That's true. That's possible. If you manage to
So
beat
is
him.
this actually a combat, or is this a skill check of some sort?
No, this is a combat.
I have a
Yeah.
sword. He has an axe.
He's got troll blood in him.
I have strength.
Okay. Oh boy. Let me go find his thing. I already have it here.
Full-blooded Viking assassin. It's gonna be great.
Was he an
The
assassin?
Charlie Sheen. No, I was making a Charlie Sheen reference.
Oh.
Tiger-blooded Vatican assassin.
I have thankfully forgotten that Charlie Sheen existed. I had not
Why?
watched 2.5 Men in over a decade, and that is fine.
Oh yeah, that thing.
See, you're better off without it.
See, I never watched 2.5 Men. I do, however, enjoy watching a train wreck.
So you wouldn't watch 2.5 Men.
Yeah, you. Not a. The last season they like introduced Ashton Kutcher instead of Charlie Sheen, and it's a weird change.
Okay. This will be fun.
You're gonna get rocked, homie.
I'm trying to see if there's any way to like sneakily interfere, but all my spells are wave arms.
Yeah, magic in general in this setting is not subtle. Like rune magic
play a
too, even more
song.
with Seath magic.
Are we allowed to use magic? Do we decide on that?
Like normal combat ability magic, yes.
So he's not gonna call foul if I ice cube him or something.
If you can do that out of combat or
I
in
can-
combat.
I could, yeah.
Okay.
Back in Jotunheim, I summon a blizzard. Ice.
So I think you guys are
Doing in
probably.
combat.
I
I'm
think
just wondering for rules for in combat or not.
I think it's just normal combat.
I think it's normal combat
normal
is what we're
combat.
doing.
Okay, cool.
My question is, I think we're gonna start. Do you want to start adjacent to him, like not having to move? Do you want to start within 5 feet of each other?
We make a circle. There's like one space between us.
Okay.
Like it's him, hex, me. It's not. They're 5-foot hexes. We don't
Okay.
stand like in each other's grill, but we're also not far away.
Then I will move you to the ruined village. Copy all of your tokens. You can place yourselves where you wish to be. I think that he plans to duel you guys right in the center. To duel you, center.
Yeah.
I'm the officiant, so I shall stand right here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, right,
That's right.
right. Sure, right
Just gonna
here.
Be on this bench back here. You
Yep.
can do whatever the fuck you want to
Sitting
do.
by the fire,
Oh, boy.
watching cheese curd.
Tuning
See
up
what
the
happens.
longer,
Yep.
Yeah.
waiting for whoever is going to survive this to
Yeah.
be the strongest man in the group.
Yep. Okay. Let's roll initiative. Just a flat D100. To see who gets to go first.
Ooh,
I
the
accidentally
fastest
rolled it.
man from Wessex.
I accidentally rolled it twice. I don't know what value you want me to use.
Okay.
Well, the 38
Either way,
went
it's
on,
faster.
so I think
Either
you get-
way, you would go first.
Oh,
Except he
Sick.
is now going to start by using his tactician feat to move up in initiative.
oh,
So he goes first. Unless you have
Cheater.
something that will.
oh,
Unless you're also a
yeah,
tactician.
yeah. I see him with the gleam in his. I have tactical advantage. Do I?
You can move here right now during the first upkeep of the game.
move back, make a move to you.
Yeah, I kite him. How do I do the thing again?
You just. Oh, you want to do the this thing?
Ha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kite him a bit.
Oh, right, you can move 5.
Because I'm fleet-footed.
Nice. So,
He's gonna shoot magic at you.
He's a troll. What? Fucking troll coward.
unnecessary. Okay, then.
Just trying to eat up some of his runes chasing me.
Yeah.
I'm terrified. How many runes does this guy have?
Oh, I got a weird. Sorry. A weird. My one rune.
Cool. So, first thing he's going to do then is so many options. Think of. He's gonna move. He moves faster. He moves as fast as you due to his size, even though he's not fleet-footed. And then actually, his reach wouldn't be 2 hexes, would it? I think it's just.
Depends on the weapon.
It depends on his size too, doesn't it? Or does it not? That not the case?
It also does descend on size. I'll check out size.
Double check that for me. It's because I might actually be in range to hit you with a weapon. In which case, I will take that move back.
What size is he?
He is 5.
5. Large.
Size-based reach.
Starting at size 6, large creatures
Okay.
gain a +1 inherent reach bonus.
The giant wolf gets some +1 reach bonus, but he does not. Then yeah,
Cool.
he moves for 1 rune.
I would have had to reevaluate. I would have had made a different tactical decision if I knew he was big enough for the reach.
Yeah, but he's not.
He's almost big enough.
Then
The second question, though, is does his weapon have it?
his weapon does not have reach. No, unless not that I've written down here. No, it
His
doesn't.
futuristic bardiche.
Yeah.
Future axe.
Yep.
It's got
Next,
lasers.
he moves up as part of a lunging attack he uses against you. Performs a mild move and attack from the same action. He is using that, and he is using that to amplify it. Actually, no, he's not going to amplify.
Kind of wish we could see these playmats.
It's much easier for me to handle it from my phone.
Yeah. So he does his lunging attack. What is the damage on it?
A regular damaging attack. It's
the
just
DF?
gets a move. 7 piercing 2 armor.
7.
7
damaging.
physical damage. No, it's weak move
Oh, okay.
and a regular attack. You take 7 physical damage, piercing 2 armor,
All right. I spend one of my runes to parry.
which I think brings it right down to 0.
It brings it straight to 0.
Okay.
Because between parry and my armor, I can take 7.
Excellent.
And then I do my
Retributive
retribution
strike. Yep.
Of 3 damage, piercing 2.
3 damage, piercing 2. Okay.
Is the intention of the game to be able to see the NPC sheets? Like
No,
the runes out on
it's
them?
very unclear, but basically most of the stuff I see, it's up to the GM. Mostly it seems no, though.
Okay. Because I have with mental damage, you can target specific pools like the contingency runes and shit
And
like
I'd share that, like, this is what's empty and this is
Okay.
what isn't. If there's nothing there, obviously you can retarget it. And I'm not looking at your pools with this, by the way. I have my eye on the battle map and his character sheet and this app. So it's both ways. Okay, so he takes 3 damage. You pierce both of his armor. He is not that heavily armored. And
Is
actually,
he out of runes?
oh no. But I'm just checking if he, he's.
No, I meant like runes in hand. Because he used 3.
I know he's not out of runes.
Well, he draws
We got a
12.
lot of
I mean, come
runes.
on.
How many runes? I draw 1, okay?
I'm gonna get rid of that one. That's what's gonna take the damage. And 3 damage, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, he is going to attack you again. This time he's performing a power attack, which has an extra bonus. And then he is going to amplify it and add the weapon meta tag.
So
Jesus.
5. He has essence 5.
6 runes.
Destiny 6.
He warned you.
That's bonkers. I'm gonna kick his ass.
This is, I would assume, normally a 4-person fight. You're doing 1-on-1.
Perhaps.
Yeah,
So
You, I guess, wanted to die
you
gloriously?
get it's a bardiche. You get hamstrung intensity level 2 because he's amplifying it, so it doubles the intensity. So you'll basically it'll be tough to move away from him in the future. You also take +2 and then doubled 18 physical damage.
Holy balls! Oh, balls!
7 plus 2
Okay.
is 9, doubled to 18.
Alright, let me get to my beat up sheet.
Okay.
Wounds,
So that's
I
just
take
3 runes straight to
That
brain
was
and
3
1
runes that
wound
he
to-
used, and 3 runes of yours, basically, plus some more. It pierces
how
2
many runes-
armor, so if you want to try and parry again, you can.
So, yeah, I've got a parry again, because that's 7 minus 18, so I take 11 damage.
Yes.
And you retributive strike him.
Well,
And
it's 7 total, and then is that including your armor or not including your armor?
7 including my armor.
Okay, so then he has 2 pierce, so you negate 5 of the
5.
damage.
So I take 13.
13.
So that's 1, 2,
3 runes and 2
4,
runes into death and 1
5. Death. Wound
Oh,
again.
shouldn't it be from your essence?
It should be from essence, and I think
Yeah,
that's what he's doing.
that's from wound.
Oh.
These two both appear by the parries.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, that's
Sorry,
what
I
he
just found
does.
an odd spot on your map, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, and then you parried both of your actions, so you can't do anything on your turn. You've parried, spent your turn defending.
Yes, I spent my turn not getting destroyed.
Yes.
That's what I did, because otherwise I would be dead.
But you did hit him twice.
Yes.
You did hit
I
him
hit him.
twice. You hit him again,
Yeah.
which I haven't counted for yet. It's again
It's 3 piercing 2, same.
3. Okay, so he takes.
And I have impeded 2, you said?
You
yes.
have impeded 2, yes. So you can. Your movement speed is reduced by half, is what that does.
Okay.
Okay.
How does that work
now-
for his like upkeep of like your +4 or 5 move? Does that
It
reduce
equals it's equal to your movement speed, so that's the same distance. It's just you get a free
Still
move action
impeded,
during
I
upkeep.
assume.
Okay.
So
here's
upkeep.
where I try to break the game real
I was
quick.
about to say, here's where he's about to
we're-
ask you to like.
If we're out of combat,
No.
Yeah, if you engage with the fight, you use combat rules. If
Yeah.
you're not engaging with the fight, it's out of combat rules.
Basically.
I'd say depending on what you're doing. If you're just trying to.
Oh, I meant for ability.
If you're-
I'm saying if like I was thinking you're talking about abilities because they specify in combat, auto combat. I feel like if you use the abilities in the combat, that counts. Like if you use them to involve yourself in the combat, it's the combat ability.
Yeah. So he says yield after basically like smashing you. You parry both times, but you can feel your bones shake. And
Not
you're
quite.
You say no?
Not quite yet.
He's not even bloodied.
Okay.
Just getting warmed up here.
Are you doing anything, Zed?
not if I have to use the in combat ability. My out of
You're
combat
rude.
effect is to make someone lose their train of thought. I was
Okay.
giving an opening.
Sadly, I don't think that'll
You
work
could
here.
give me a rune.
I could, but you've made decisions and you need to learn there are consequences, sir.
Well, fine then. I'll be stronger than you too.
That was never in question.
Okay. Upkeep happens. Healing happens.
Yes.
Oh, he's gonna
For
heal
both
a lot,
of
isn't
you.
he?
1, 2,
Control blood.
3, 4, 5.
Perfect. Let me see how much he heals for.
And then how do I do a minor sacrifice to reduce my impeded?
Yeah, you just did a minor sacrifice there by moving something from essence to stun, and then just heal it
It
back.
goes
Yep.
back because of
Egil is not fully healed, but he's very close. You can tell from his condition he's...
Chip him away.
chip it down.
Are you fully healed? Because I don't think you
No,
are.
I'm not fully healed. I have 1 at 2, and then 1 at death.
Perfect. Excellent.
Wait,
Great.
don't forget to clean up and re-weird.
Yep,
And
I'm
yeah, your
reweirding for him now,
impeded is
too.
at what?
And then he goes first because he jumped forward in the initiative.
That's a dumb rule. I don't like stupid pen tool.
It's powerful.
Well, now I'm fighting with the pen tool to rearrange my board.
I'll wait till you're done. I'll wait till you're
It's
ready.
drawn on the board.
Where is
I deleted
Oh
my
no, you
rune.
deleted the rune.
God.
It was the not the need rune. I
Yeah,
think.
it was Nadanheen. How do I get Nadanheen back?
I think
You might have to weird until you get it, and then clean up and then select the ones you want to stay when cleaning up. I'll wait. I'll ready.
I can't weird anymore.
What do you mean you can't weird anymore?
I can only weird 3 times before it tells me that like it doesn't let me put any more weirded runes.
Because you don't. Well, you're drawing one at a time, right?
My weird's not working.
Oh,
Hmm.
is it? It might think that you are. I have no
Out of
idea.
runes.
It might think
No
you're out of
runes come up when I hit the button.
Might think it's empty, showing
Try-
your.
Or they're stacking on top of each other. Can you move the runes that are there?
Yeah, try that.
I can move the runes that are here, but there's no runes under them.
I'll go
I
to
just
the
have the
character.
void rune and the 2 that are there, and then when I hit weird, nothing comes up. Did I accidentally delete them all out of my deck?
That might be what happened. It doesn't delete permanently. Yeah, it just has to be shuffled. That's why. Now you can weird.
Weird. There it is.
There.
Got it on 1. All right.
The luck of the draw.
What does my Nadanheen do?
I should show
There it is.
your.
Well, you know what that Nanaheed's gonna do is parry. That's what that Nanaheed's gonna do.
yeah, but if it's a special parry, who knows?
There.
Ooh, I marked something wrong. Ah, it's rack. Nadanheen does rack.
That's pretty
With a
good.
W?
Looks
Yes.
at what rack is.
It's
I'm
my
I'm
spirit
looking.
damage.
Ooh. Rip
Oh.
apart a body from its soul using a very painful dwemer. Jesus. 2 spiritual and 4 physical damage.
Oh, I wish you could apply that the other way around.
Yeah.
There we go.
You just gotta beckon that Yggdrasil.
That might be the move.
I need to double check something with rune chains before I go because he might just try to kill you here.
Oh no.
Wait, what are you...
I'm
Murder
checking if
on it?
you can use 2 amplifies if they're the same color.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no.
I think you can.
What page would that be on?
He has so many runes. It's an unfair amount of runes.
Amplified.
Well, amplify itself, like some things give you amplify. So yes, that can be
Additional amplify meta tags added to the rune chain will increase the multiplier.
The question is, can you use 2 of the same color on the... I don't see any reason why not, honestly. I think...
Yeah.
I think you can, but I wanted to double check because this might just kill Indigo's
rolling 3
character
to
if
take
it
that
goes
one.
like... It might not, but I need to double check that.
Jesus.
I mean, if every time he hits you, he takes damage, then he's gonna focus everything into one giant hit instead of multiple smaller hits.
Well, the fiction's me hitting him back.
The fiction is you hitting him back, but he sees that basically he's leaving himself open for you to hit him back every time he swings. So he's just gonna try and hit you once.
Oh man, that's gonna be exponential, homie.
I don't think it's
That's rough.
exponential. I think it's ×3, but I'll double check. Here we go.
No,
It increases the multiplier. It specifies increases the multiplier, not it's an extra amplifier.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Increases
that's
the
what I meant.
multiplier. Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
multiplied by 3 if you amplify twice.
I'm not seeing any examples so far where they're using the same colors to amplify.
Well,
If you read the echo, actually, it does it with runes of the same color.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Because I was also
Okay.
going to say, it says when you amplify it, it increases multiplier, i.e., 3 times, 4 times, etc. So that means even if you do red, blue, green, right? I feel like
Yeah.
if it was just those 3, it would
be
end at 5
etc.
times.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah.
How much damage is it going to be?
He's using a spiritual rune for his power attack. That's what it's set to. And then 2 physical runes for amplify. Which means it's 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He deals
How much
9
piercing?
times 3 damage. 2 piercing.
27
damage.
damage.
2 piercing, so 27
Oh,
minus
God.
22 damage. So
Yes. 22
22
damage is
after the
4.
parry?
that's 2.
After the parry. Can you double
3.
parry? I don't know if you can. Let me
No.
check.
I don't think I
You
can
can't.
double parry. So that's
Yep.
19 left.
As a reminder, a defend action gets +1 if this is physical damage. So if you use a red rune to defend, you get an extra damage reduction.
Oh, I did.
Good. Okay.
Yeah,
No.
use the void room.
So 20, 21, 20, not 20. How did I get to 20? I lost count again.
27 minus 5 from you defending, minus another 1 because this is the correct rune type. So it's
I
21.
take 21 damage total.
Yes.
21 total. So that's 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. No, 15, 16, like 14, 13.
You can just put those 2 in death, and then 13 to 8. And then 8 to 3, and then the last one just
So I have 5 in death.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and 3 more damage to take.
And 3 more damage to take.
There.
Oh.
Is
I
that all?
think that was the time you yield.
So
Toby.
is that all of your runes?
Yeah, shouldn't you have one more?
I thought you had
rune?
7.
You should have one more.
You have
Doesn't pop
7
up.
or 6?
I have 7.
There's only 6.
I only see 6 showing up.
Yeah.
When I hit wound, nothing shows up.
Oh, let me reshuffle it. It probably all cards are in play. There's no cards to shuffle.
I'm missing a rune.
I think you might
Oh
be.
no.
In fact, let me check your deck. Your deck is missing a rune entirely. Let me check your
I've been
character sheet.
shortchanged.
You've been shortchanged this whole time.
Let me check your character sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think the Now Dune one wasn't there before, or at least when I did this. Hold on, I need to rebuild your deck. That's why. We have you. You have more health. You have more health.
Yeah.
That said, you should probably yield.
I'm about to. I even have an out to make me still the strongest man. Don't worry.
I still have an out.
Most important thing here.
Of course. Here we go. I'll build you. I have to rebuild your character, so be this. This. Perfect. Your deck should now be updated.
Ah, that's 2 Fs.
Yep. It might have been.
That's Konzus. Oh, maybe
It'll
you might
delete the other one. This will have replaced it, I think. No, now it says there's 8 in there. There's 2 X's that I see. Okay. We know this one is on the board, so we'll delete everything else. We'll delete all of your runes, and then we'll have to redraw them all to get this to work. Because I think it got super weird when.
Yeah. They're all gonna be on the board. We're just gonna.
Yeah.
Can I just delete them or no?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't. Oh, cool.
No, they don't.
They won't go away. They literally will
Just
not go
delete
away.
them. Oh, are they not deleting?
They don't if I press the delete button. They do if I click click delete. I'm doing that. Okay, and then shuffle. And then you're weirding all of them.
Okay, so then delete.
Delete.
Yeah, delete that one. Yeah.
It was 3
I can
damage
control
with that
someone.
last rune, I think.
And then everything else is a
Oh.
death.
There's another X.
I only see 1 X.
I see
Oh,
there's
you're
one
right.
here
There are
and
2.
one here.
Oh, there's 2 in the thing. There's 2 actually in the deck. It was...
And there's 2 eyes
I
as
don't know
well.
why. Hold on.
Yep, 2 eyes.
I think the deck glitched out. I'm going to delete this again. I'm going to delete your deck entirely instead of updating it. And
I
then
was missing Ewas, by the
Yeah.
way. I have Nonadid, Ewas, Isaac, Iowa, Dagas,
Oh,
Kanzu,
macros.
and Jibagift, or however the X green is.
Okay, that's been re-updated. So now, let me double check your deck manually.
This is all going to be for
It's
naught.
still saying 6 runes now, not 7.
I am too powerful for this game.
Apparently. Naudneed is there. Yeah, Iwas is not there. Did it glitch or something?
Does it?
For the
I'm just gonna add it
purposes of
myself
this-
then,
For
because I think it'll...
purposes of this, it doesn't really matter.
True.
Because I am going to yield.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he does
So
ask
it comes
you to.
around to my turn, and I like it graces Zach. I hold my hands up and drop my sword, and I yield. You are clearly no man, and thus are not in the qualifier for the strongest man on the island. That is a strength beholden to only beasts or gods. You, sir, might be somewhere in the middle, but you yield. I yield. Your superior strength, greater than that of any man. You know, not one.
Seems like an out.
Good enough.
I'm sorry, I didn't cheat.
Are you alright?
Well,
Don't worry, give him about 5 minutes.
maybe.
Yeah.
I reach out of my pocket for like a sharp stick to rate the blood rune with.
Perfect. I'll have to manually figure out what's up with your deck afterwards. But I think, yeah, he says, well, that was... that was fun! We should do that again sometime.
You should come with us so we could do that too. Maybe some skeletons, or maybe some of the... is he king or Jarl?
King Eric Bloodaxe.
King.
If any of King Eric's men come looking for you, we could stab them. Hmm?
Only if you beat him in the duel would he have come. So he says, no, I'm going to stay here. I don't know if this will work. But I will not leave you empty-handed. Steps inside the longhouse and comes out, holding several poultices and bottles that he gives to you. And he says, here, these might aid you.
Don't touch that magic. Give them to the witch.
Shrugs
What
and
do they do
hands them.
mechanically of the game?
If this was a role-playing game, this is what this would... Hypothetically,
3.
if I was to... okay, so he gives you 3 potions. One of them is a potion of healing that will heal someone for 9.
Ooh.
One is a potion of haste that, for the next combat round, will give them +1 destiny.
Mm.
And one is a potion of camouflage that will give them a +1 rank on their sneak skill for an hour.
Mm.
Anybody have the sneak skill?
I do.
think I do.
Um,
So, of the 2 of us.
Mine's just 1.
he says, I
Yeah,
have
mine's
some
just
more,
1 too.
but I need to keep them with me to stay alive. In case there might be some guards or soldiers looking for me that show up later. But I have faith that you and your strongest man from Wessex can accomplish this.
Still upset about this fight.
He got you some recognition. He called you the strongest man from Wessex.
but
He must have
Oh,
a
I
very
thought-
low opinion of Wessexmen.
seems like kind of a backhanded compliment to the.
To be fair, he has troll blood in him.
Yeah, no one. How are we supposed to know what the strength of a troll was? What even is a troll? I thought there was little things that had like the hats.
Oh no, trolls are like 15 feet tall.
I very
like twice
slowly
as big
pick
as
up
me.
the head that's been on my belt this whole time.
Yeah, it's like its
Remember?
head is by itself the size, like, goes down to your knee. It's like the size of your thigh.
I
It's
thought
like
that was a monster.
this.
No, that was a troll. There's lots
Trolls
of
are
them.
monsters.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm not going to go over the classifications of trolls with you. I'll just say they're monsters for sake of argument.
Devil's beast. I don't know.
Sure.
We don't have these in Wessex.
Just
No.
talking to Eggle in the corner. Now you see what I have to deal with. It
I
seems
see,
like
it's
they grow
pretty
the
bad.
Scoopit on that island over there. It's
What did
the
Wessex do
strongest
to that
from
man?
Wessex. I
What
don't
did
know.
Wessex do to that man? It took everything from him.
No, I have a house in Wessex. Just saying.
Yeah, but he doesn't know. Like, he
Yeah, I
knows where
know.
Wessex is, but he's like, what do you have to deal with? Okay, so I think we'll end
No
things
wonder
there.
that we ran roughshod over them for years.
It's kind of our own fault, really.
And yeah, you guys got a taste of combat. You trounced and were trounced.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I was fine.
That was fun.
Yep, I think you've seen both extremes. Amplify is
I could
very
only-
powerful.
Yeah, I could take
And
3
common.
hits from a troll-blooded person.
So how does one level up?
So
You die.
basically, it's D&D milestone rules. This adventure has specifically said when you guys level up, and it's basically when you're done, you'll get a level. So likely
no.
at the
Okay.
not right
So
now.
let's get a level.
So does leveling up give you the ability to get more runes, or is there
Yes.
another way that can be accomplished?
Nope, that is how you get more runes. You can level up,
Bullshit.
and you can either save it for a destiny, costing 2 points, or use it immediately on an essence, which just costs 1 point. So yeah.
And then would you just pull a rune randomly, and if you don't have it, you would add that.
Yep, you still pull rune randomly.
And then you put it on the board like before.
But what if
Nice.
you do have it?
Then we'd redraw.
Probably just pull again.
So technically, the highest level you guys could get would be 24 times 3, so 72 is your level cap. At pulling 24 runes per turn and having 24 runes.
Your rune advantage is really a
Whoa,
problem.
wait a minute. You're saying that it's possible to have 24 actions on a turn?
Yeah.
That,
Technically,
Well,
it's
25.
I mean, okay.
25 if you
You're
include.
talking to someone that has played like week-long Risk games. Fuck 24 actions in a goddamn turn.
That's why you just shorten them with meta tags. Just like, no, I'm spending 4 of my actions on this one thing. You could spend
I would like to
I would-
amplify this
10 times.
20. Yeah.
10 times
Now
amplify.
Just a crater the size of a quarter of the
Yeah.
globe. We're good here. Everything's dead. There are cockroaches and nothing.
But those
else.
that is an extreme break the game-esque thing.
Don't think you can get that far. If you have, you are a god.
Yes. Like I said,
No.
you can technically kill
Literally.
the gods, but
So milestone experience. My model of running this game, 3 people in the front and me way the fuck away. I'm gonna level up more than you guys will. Sure, you'll get the grand and glorious. I made a character that had this badass feat, but I'll have 24 fucking actions.
I'll have 24 actions. I will have a 5th character.
I think you need
That's
to die to get
what
access to the border, though, of your.
you do need to actually have your first character does not get access to the border, so you do need to die.
You need to have at least
and
one
then pay
character
a level,
dead
which
to
is
get
why
everything.
72 isn't actually the max, because there's a level that you can use to spend levels to unlock new features.
Just fair warning, I'm going hard on the next character. I will build a pacifist. We'll find a way.
Oh, perfect. A Viking pacifist. That'll be good.
You converted the other way.
Okay. So yeah, that was this session.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's definitely a lot to learn and also handle, especially with some bugs we found. But it is certainly unique.
Yeah, I'll definitely say unique. It's really you do it or you don't, and that's like a lot of it. So much.
Well, and being a spellcaster, like on the other side of it, if you don't have the rune, you're kind of fucked.
Yes,
So
it's very much kind of deck building in that way.
Especially with spellcasting, I found it was a lot of, okay, what things combo? I'm going in for this one thing. All of my spells are going to do it if I can manage that.
Yeah. Versus lots of the attack actions are somewhat similar. Attack, but with this thing to it.
Yeah.
So it's more
Attack but
consistent.
purple. Attack but do this. Attack but do that.
Yeah. Spells are kind of much different. Yeah. And that was episode 2. Thank you everyone for watching.
Yeah.
Be back next week, I assume.
Yep, we'll be back for episode 3, Revenge of Egil.
Perfect. Okay. Bye.